If not, speak now, forever hold your peace.
Okay, now we're up and
Can't
running because my
hurt.
mouse double-clicked. People
Are
are
we
going
getting
to hate me
married?
for that.
Okay, I see that Urudok is connected, Kardav is connected, and Belkar has connected. Darkwind is also connected, but I'm still waiting for
Small
Sir Enoch.
technical problem. Give me a second.
Okay,
Okay, phone, you're getting muted for the duration of this.
You should move. You know, you should just mute your phone forever.
actually, I should
Some
do the
days I
same.
wish I could.
No, I actually do have to do the same because my boss will text me on Sunday and tell me I need to come in on Monday.
I am doing important things, boss.
Did Gnome disable emoticons on his Twitch chat?
No, but I should.
They're not showing up for me for some reason.
Because you're bad for the channel.
No, he's not banned. I have put him in timeout a few times. So,
Why?
why not?
There's not enough
Why?
kappa.
Oh,
Okay,
I gotta mute that stream. That was close.
I would also like to say that I re-upload the document on shipbuilding to include the stats on boom turrets and boom cannons because I realized that I'd never posted that information. I was like, and I hit myself in the forehead yesterday morning when I realized this. I was like, oh my goodness, no wonder they don't know the stats for these guns. They're not posted.
They don't
So
exist!
I went ahead and changed the document for shipbuilding and put them in there. So if you really need to know the stats for boom turrets and boom cannons, they are now posted. I apologize.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Okay. So, quick recap of what happened last week. Um, I completely forgot what happened the first half of the session.
Good.
The first half of the session was the ship attack, basically, or the attack on the ship, rather.
Okay, yeah, that's why I don't. That's why I don't.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Damn it! I knew it was coming too. So I don't. So just attack on something.
Waka waka waka.
But yeah, you are correct. The first half was the one. The first half was when you guys pirated and attacked that small ship, which was a great success as always. Well, not as always, but it was a great success.
Until those Civil Arcadia came.
And then yes, then the Acadian. Well, it wasn't really a fleet, but a large number of Acadian military vessels came incoming. So you guys decided to break neck, and you guys ended up flying into a fog bank. You guys ended up having to land in the fog bank because you guys got completely lost. And then on said island, you found a bunch of abandoned ships. Upon further exploration, you found a cave. Inside said cave, stuff went down. Most of you, I'm pretty sure none of you forgot what happened inside that
Nope.
cave.
Nope. That scene though when he just sacrificed himself, it reminded me of the opening video for Final Fantasy 14.
Mm.
Where about how much wrecking everybody's shit, and then the mate's just like, okay, we're fucked. Okay, you're going someplace else. Fuck you guys. Everybody die.
Speaking
Okay.
of death, when in the ship attack, Izzy, when you were going through the floor, I'm like, oh, this is familiar.
That's why I'm glad I'm in the jet guard now. Last time I tried this, I died.
But last time you tried it, you
The
were on
last
the
time you weren't in the Dreadguard.
yes, you were on the receiving end. Well, after you cut your way through the floors with Masamune.
Yes.
But okay, it is been about 6 hours since the incident has passed. You guys have flown well out of distance. You saw the ship. Um, I'm pretty sure I told you the name of the ship. If not, I'm going to repeat it right now. It's the Silver Helion. That was the name of the ship that Haberim became the captain of. Um, and you guys are 6 hours away at this moment. That makes it about early nighttime. Nobody's eaten. Everyone's remained incredibly quiet. No one has talked about. The people who were present for the incident have not talked about it yet. Um, Astor has locked herself in her room. Enoch has had some conversation with her. to make sure she's okay. She is obviously not. Um, she continued to remain locked up in her room, though, even after Enoch talked to her, because it was probably for her best interest that she be allowed to process this by herself. Um, I guess I really kind of cut out a little bit of the time, mostly because we were kind of time constrained last time of what everyone else was doing, but more like I angry yelled at the other crew. I know that because they were asking too many questions.
I love how the crew will always go away when someone else yells at us. Like I yell at them, they're like, "Well, but we want to know stuff."
But yes, this is the current scene right now. It is 6 hours after the incident has passed. Everyone has remained pretty much silent about it. No one's manning their guns any. No one's. By this point, it seemed not really necessary to man the guns anymore. Um, but Shade is still piloting at top speed for the ship. No one has eaten yet, by the way, so no dinner has been made. And once again, everyone has been remaining quiet about the incident. And people who were not present for the incident are still curious and would probably want to know what happened. And some people probably deserve to know what happened.
Meh.
Meh. All right. So
All right, and we'll start there. Where does everyone want their character to be?
Cardiff will be in the kitchen since everyone's not eating. I've lost my token. Oh, there it is. It's on the. There it is.
There you go. And Murloc will, of course, be. Oop! Double clicked on him. Didn't want to do that. Murloc will be there. Jack, where do you want to be?
one question before I say, did we ever get those broken weapons so I could reforge them and make them ore?
Yes.
Okay. Jack is going to be in the library looking up what the god Palor symbol is, and see if there's an image of how he looks.
Yes, there definitely would be that in the library.
Because he's going to make a.
Udadok, I'm going to assume, is making sure the engine is not going to blow up because of how hard you guys have been pushing it.
That would be good.
Which you're gonna have to roll me a craft airship check in a little bit. But don't do that yet. Jack, go on. What else were you looking for in the library?
I was just going to look that up so I could go ahead and make an altar or what's a good statue maybe
Okay.
of Palor for Astrid to maybe see that cheer up.
Perhaps. I trying to decide where all the other NPCs should be. Ultras is probably in the med bay trying to patch up her own wounds because, well,
She got Vegeta'd.
yes, she did. That is still a damn good analogy, by the way.
She got Vegeta, except she's made a starter stuffed that Vegeta.
She got Vegeta, but she didn't die. But then again, neither did he. But he had to be brought back by the Eternal Dragon. So therefore, I call unfair circumstances.
Well, he should have shut his damn mouth.
But I would declare that Goku was a Super Saiyan, that I was a Super Saiyan at any given moment I could too. Not important.
Yes.
Clearly not important.
Be right back.
Enoch, what is your character doing since?
That was interesting timing there, because I would discuss the matter with Kaladin. But Mel! Kaladin just fled.
He's like, nope, I ain't got time for this shit. Gotta make spaghetti.
Maybe he's busy comforting Lyra. Who knows?
She wasn't even there. Why would he comfort her about?
Oh, because he could have died. I mean, I don't know, man.
And Calvin wasn't even there. That was the.
Well, that's why, I need to talk with him.
Like the people. All right, I'm just gonna restate the people that were there. Gnome was there. Jack was there. Enoch was there. Astrid was there. Murloc was there, and Cardiff was there, and so was Ultras. All the rest of the members stayed behind on the ship to protect it.
Boggett was there. Too soon.
Perhaps too soon for some people. I'm already over it.
I will never be over it. He was a good cat.
Yes.
I mean,
Many,
I
many a
refuse.
time did I scratch his ears.
He was a good man, avatar, something. Let's just say
Cats.
man. Let's say man. He was a good
He was a
man.
good ship, maybe? I don't know.
We will never know.
You don't talk about a person in the past tense until you are absolutely sure they're dead.
Well, yes, that is true. Okay. So, we will start with. All right, Zai, are you here, or are you you're just muted, right?
I'm just kind of muted.
Okay.
I need to post you a question and something in regards to alchemy, but do some other people first.
Okay, I was gonna start with Enoch, but I guess that may not be the best choice
I
then.
mean, if you need me to go first, then by all means.
No, we'll start with Jack. I mean, we'll start with Uradak.
Bah. I mean, what's up?
All right, that craft airship check.
Alrighty. I gotta bring up map tools so I can actually type into it.
No,
There we go.
that's passed.
Hmm?
Java continues to rebel against me. How about that?
You need to light the cherry candles.
I'm not rolling any dice just yet.
Just yet. I got my incense ready, by the way.
Okay, that is a pass. So, what you noticed was happening with the engines is after pushing it at max speed for about 4 hours straight, um, it was becoming at least from a temperature standpoint unstable. You, being the engineer, had to quickly find a way to do this without upsetting your captain, who was very intent on the fact that this ship needed to fly away as fast as possible, because you also agreed with this thought.
Mm-hmm.
So you went to cooling it manually with Create Water spell,
Oh
because that's about
God.
the best you could do. Um, so right now the engine room is filled with steam, but at least your engine is not overheated.
Well, I like a good sauna.
I was gonna say. So your character is experiencing a sauna at the moment.
Cool. Good for the skin. Good for the pores.
Okay. Um. Okay. Next we're going to. Sorry for that brief delay. Cardev, you should roll me the profession cook check. Of course.
Okay. And that is this much.
Okay. So, with Murloc assisting you, of course, as usual, that is a pass. What exactly is it that you're trying
Um,
to make?
I have sort of the specifics in mind, but I'm not sure exactly what. Like something that can sit, because figure we're gonna have to bring it around because not I doubt everyone wants to go to the meeting right now. So, like the food meeting that usually happens. So we just gonna make it, bring it around. People can eat it at their leisure,
So what you're
sort of
saying is
thing.
let them eat cake.
Ha!
Well, I mean, everyone's probably down right
I
now,
would
so
say
yeah.
probably something like a very thick stew or something like that would definitely hold. Because I've left things like stew out on the stove for like
Oh.
hours, and they just do not, and they just hold that heat, and they just stay delicious. Plus,
Crocodiles, yo.
Plus, I'm
Crock-pot.
pretty sure a stew is probably a nice warm stew is something that everyone on the ship would look forward to.
And that's what will happen.
Okay, what kind of stew do you want to make?
Uh,
Everything.
Irish potato stew, which also has
something.
alcohol in it.
Nah, I don't know. Some of, I guess, vegetables got to keep that scurvy off.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody likes scurvy.
I don't know about you, but I like it.
Right.
Just so you know, Izzy, that's how it's spelled.
Okay.
Um. Oh, I'm sorry about that. All right, so you and Merlot begin make this stew, and it, as usual, smells absolutely delicious. Would you like to taste test it?
Sure.
Um, it has a very savory and deep taste to it, and it tickles the tongue and warms the body.
That should be useful.
This stew is giving me a bone.
Sure, I'm sure everyone needs it.
God damn it.
No, it's just.
I have nothing else to say.
Okay. If that's the case, we will now switch to Jack. You have found a book that does have a picture of Palor in it, and a very well-made picture of Palor at that. So are you going to take it from the library and take it into the forge room with you?
Yes, but I'm going to wait and see what Enoch says.
Okay.
Do, 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 do.
Okay.
Did you read what I typed?
Yes.
Pardon?
I'm talking about Enoch. Did you read what I typed? Cyber.
Okay, could you repeat that? I couldn't understand you at all.
He typed stuff
Oh,
in chat.
no.
Go read it.
He's not
I-
logged in.
Yeah.
Oh.
He said,
I'm still
Hey,
working on
Captain,
it.
I'm trying to craft a gift for Astrid to hopefully cheer up. Do you think a statue of Palor with Cat Mogget on the god's shoulders, or a statue of Mogget as the avatar he was?
Which one you think she'll like?
I don't think she needs any reminder of what happened. So,
Okay. Statue of
just go with
Palor.
Halo itself, yes.
Okay. I will take the book as a reference and start working on said statue.
Okay. Now we'll go to Enoch talking to Kaladin.
Where do I find him, just so I know?
He is kind of walking around the halls. He comes going between his room and the alchemy room.
Right.
You can take it to text chat if you want, but the thing is, I kind of would like the text chat to be
Yep, yep.
in map tools if it could be,
No,
because
yeah, that's what I
I
meant.
like. Well, he can't.
Oh, right. That's a thing. Okay, fine.
Well, if you give me like 2 more minutes and then we'll see if this solution works.
Sounds like you need new internets.
Good old map tools.
No, sounds like he needs to praise the Java gods.
All right.
Apparently, yes.
I was gonna say, let's go ahead and while we're waiting we're gonna go to Belcar.
Okay.
What are you doing at the moment?
Honestly, having missed the end of last session, I'm not really exactly sure what happened, but I imagine that, well, are people, like, training? Like, is Jack training people, or what?
No, not at all. The rest of the crew got too curious about what happened. Everyone was very emotional about what had happened, and Murloc pretty much threatened them to get in their quarters and shut the hell up, or he was going to literally cook them.
Okay,
And it's
Belkar's
nighttime.
gonna go and try to keep morale up, so he's gonna go and hang out with the men.
Okay. Belcar, he's a good guy.
Good guy Belkar doesn't want to revolt.
All right. So, when you entered the crew quarters earlier, they were pretty down and they were a bit frightened because that was the first time Murloc had essentially openly threatened anybody that wasn't a member that was a member of the ship.
Right.
And Norbert even expressed some slight fear in this.
I would just tell everyone to stay calm. It's been a trying day, but everything's going to be okay. It's just a high stress situation right now. So just keep calm and no, I'm not using that phrase.
Um, Fezra kind of goes, "If you don't mind me asking, being one of the senior members of the crew, I would kind of like it if you could tell me what it was that happened."
Again, out of character, I really don't know what happened. So,
That incident with the incident with the demon ship is what happened.
but like, I'm not sure how that got resolved or how much they know or what happened when we got back.
Mogget sacrificed himself so that you guys could get back to the ship and escape.
Okay, well, I'm not really sure that that's any of their business, so I would just tell them
Exactly.
that um, the captain will tell them anything they need to know. Until then, it doesn't affect them, and they shouldn't be worried. Everything's okay, as long as they don't step on anyone's heels.
This is Rat, not Norbert. Well, it seems like we already messed up with that with Murloc. Never seen the fishman so angry before.
Oh, he'll forget about it. Don't worry.
Memory of a goldfish?
I wouldn't say that in front of him.
Sorry, just trying to lighten the air with some humor.
Yeah. But until then, don't worry. There's no danger. We're okay.
Right. Meanwhile, just curious myself, what is it that we are going to be doing for dinner?
I'm sure that Urodak and Murloc are cooking for us as we speak.
Cardav.
Oh,
I mean, I can, but you're not gonna like my rolls, and
It's
it'll
okay.
probably
I
involve a
knew what
lot
you
of
meant.
bread.
yeah.
Right. Junior kind of speaks up. He's like, "Well, just out of curiosity, um, are we ever going to talk about what happened to you guys outside the ship? Because, no offense, if it's affecting you guys this much, it's probably at some point going to affect us."
You'll be told everything you need to be told in due time. Until then, that's an issue for the captain to decide, not me. I'm sorry.
I take your word for it. He says, as he's like, "What do you want us to do in the meantime while we wait for everyone to get ready and for dinner to get ready?"
Well, what do you usually do around this time?
He looks over at Stella.
That does not seem like a bad decision at the moment, as long as you're actually paying now.
He sighs, "I am."
Good. Well, with that, I will go on back to my room. Because I have no interest in being there for that business.
How do you think the crew members who have to sit there in the same room with it feel?
Well, if they wanted to do something, they could have asked me to do something. I would have taught them how to stab people good.
No, no, it's the fact that they're just like, we're stuck in this room with him as he does this thing.
Yeah. Well, hopefully she'll have her own room soon.
Okay, yes, that actually is a plan. Where you guys will have your companion having a room. Oops, did I say companion? This isn't Firefly. Sorry.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So we'll just kind of let this play out between Enoch and Kaladin really quickly. In the meantime, while they're having that conversation, Aster's actually going to leave her room and go to Jack in the forge, knocking on the door first.
Good thing he's not here.
Oh, Izzy's not here, is he? Nope. He be right back. I didn't even see it in the chat. Where is it? No, he didn't say be right back. He must have muted himself first.
Or he's just muted right now.
That's also a possibility.
Nope.
No, apparently. All right.
What's
Well,
up?
we'll just.
There he
There he
is.
There we go.
I'm sorry. Ah, damn! I stepped on something. What I step on? I stepped on a knife. I'm kidding.
Actually, I think I would go and
Ask me what you gonna ask me.
yeah, I would probably go and find Jack.
Okay. That's also fine. Move you over here.
Oh, should I roll my check for the crafting thing?
Not yet.
Okay.
All right. So, as you're about to craft the statue, you already have the page of Palor. Um, set on your set on the set next to the forge so that you can craft this thing all right. You get a knock on the door. Belcar, as you're walking down the hallway, you see Astrid at the door to the forge.
I am going to stay out of sight, but quietly keep tabs on Astrid.
All right. I say I go ahead and get up and open the door.
All right, it is Astrid. She is back to wearing her helmet, of course.
Damn.
And she has something in her hand.
Come on in, Astrid. What's up?
She just silently and slowly walks inside. As she looks at the page on the wall and quickly writes something down. As she says, "Are you making another statue of Palor?"
Another one? I never made. Wait. I haven't made one before. I think. I'm pretty
Quickly
sure.
writes down. Kaladin gave me one back when we were in, if I remember correctly, Osivia.
But I don't think I
One
made
of the
that.
two.
I don't think I made that one. Did I? Okay, did I make that one side?
No, you did not. He
No, I
bought that
bought
one.
it.
I looked to it. No, I didn't make it. I didn't make that one.
She nods her head. She nods her head and then writes something down again. She's like, "Well, believe it or not, Palor is not the only thing I like, so I don't really want another statue of Palor.
Okay, then
But
which?
but there is something that I do want you to make, assuming you have the skills to make it."
I'll try my damnness. I'll make it the best thing I've ever made.
Um, she hands you a collar. It is actually is actually one of the collars that Mogget had around his neck. As she says, if you can make this into a bracelet or a necklace of some kind, I would appreciate that.
All right. Anything special you want on it?
Shakes her head no.
All right. I'll make this into a bracelet for you or a necklace. One of the two.
She holds up the sign, "Thank you."
No problem.
And she walks out and right past Belcar. And not into the med bay at all.
In that case, I'm going to go and knock on Jack's door. He's not going to get any work done today.
As soon as I pick up the hammer, I'm about to hammer somebody gets.
Yep, that is exactly when I knock.
Come on, come in.
All right, I'll go on in and I'll say, the men are looking kind of down right now. I think they need something to take their mind off of everything. It might be in our best interest to drill them so they don't have too much time to do stupid things.
So it's a time for me to be rough with them, or should I just go easy on them?
Don't go hard on them. Just give them a way to occupy their time.
Okay, then. I'll make them try to fight each other then, and see how they can test against each other.
Something they would enjoy, something good for stress relief is probably the best at this point.
Since I've been with my men a while, what would be a good stress relief, CA?
Some training.
Some training?
I mean, I would imagine that sparring would be a good way to do it, but
Yes. All right, I'll go
Letting
ahead.
that's actually the thing. Showing them that there's continuity and that this is something that will happen regardless of anything that happens is really reinforcing the fact that, guys, this was nothing. We still act as normal, even though something did happen. We pretend we act as normal.
Okay then. It's nighttime, isn't it?
Yes. As a matter of fact, let me explain that. You know that storm I told you that was coming, right?
It's coming, isn't it?
It's slightly drizzling at the moment.
All right then. I guess we'll have to practice inside because practicing outside would be bad. All right. I'll go ahead and go prepare to go downstairs and knock on the door.
All right. So you knock on the door, and for the answer is Feshra as she goes, "Okay, I'm. Oh, hey Jack. Just stepping out for a bit.
Nah. I'll bring my finger. Tell them to come right back.
Please don't make me stay in the room."
Where? What's going on?
I I guess you're the person I talked to about this. At some point, can you ask the captain to get Stella her own room?
Oh, it's what going on. What I think's going on.
I don't want to talk about it.
I'll fix that right quick. I'm not gonna know a hammer ain't going in that harder.
Um, you could just open the door by this point.
I'm just gonna open it. And what do I see?
All right. Well, in the corner you see Jinu and Stella doing disgusting things.
Bumping uglies.
Yes.
And what? I mean,
Ulim is over over on the side, brooding, waiting for his turn, and Norbert is over in the other corner, disgusted because his feelings are breeding. The two dwarves are just like meh because they're dwarves, whereas Elise doesn't really seem to care because she's just trying to concentrate on having a conversation with Kishwa to get her mind off of it, and he's pretty much doing the same.
and let me guess. Stiletto's just. I have a feeling she just had this look of, oh, you even tried on her face. But anyway,
That would be correct, but
I'll go ahead and pull out Muscle and put my fingers to my lips. Oh, wait, what? Yeah. Tell her to shush.
okay.
And then I lay the back of that back. I lay the flat of my sword on whoever. Who was it? Yukwa? Who was
No,
it?
it's Jinu.
Juno's back, so he can feel the heat off the sword. I hope it burns him a bit enough where he pays attention.
It does, and he does immediately pay attention and turns around quite upset.
Hey
The
there, Junior.
fuck?
Hey there, Junior.
He looks up at you. He's like, "Okay, I paid for this time, and I still have 5 minutes left here."
Too bad your
Stella
time.
goes, "Well, your 5 minutes were up 5 minutes ago when you finished." No.
Hey,
Can't even last long. Anyway. Well, it sounds like the lady says your time's up. So, everyone get dressed, put on your armor, get your weapons. We're doing some sparring.
I think I heard him get up. So
Okay. Okay, that's okay. I can light my incense so I can praise chord.
Sorry.
That's okay. Did you hear what I said, CA?
No, I did not.
I said, okay. Well, it seems like the lady says you're done. So, everyone, put on your clothes, put on your armor, get dressed. We're doing some training. And Stiletto, I'm going to have to ask, could you please put your clothes on and step out?
She kind of sighs. quickly puts on her clothes, like by which I mean she's able to put on her clothes in like 10 seconds, which in itself is kind of a feat.
Oh,
I
the
look up.
things you learn.
How did you? How, I'm not even gonna
Trade
ask.
secret. She says, and she's like, I'm just going to go and I'm just going to go ahead and go into the library.
Okay. All right, man. Everyone, I want you to push the beds to the side and get ready for some sparring. Y'all going to be sparring each other. Of course, with blunt weapons.
Vezra goes ahead and steps back inside
I will come with
as
them too and join in.
And if you
alrighty.
feels brave enough to want to try to spar with me, can gladly spar with me. But I'd rather you spar with your
Uh,
crew.
Genuine Olim go, no.
And I would recommend taking them down to the cargo bay to spar.
Oh, well, it's too late now for that, isn't it?
And
Well,
dogs.
Kaladin's here,
And
and
Raptor.
he's gonna ask Jack, "What's going on here, Jack?"
Well, I decided, this seems like the perfect time to go ahead, train them in, and get them to spar each other so they can test themselves against each other, and stuff like that. Calm brings most of the stress relief of those. So everyone can stop feeling so tense.
Well, okay, this isn't comrade, this is actually out loud. Well, I noticed you've moved the beds aside, and I would highly recommend that you don't do it here.
Oh,
Perhaps, well, not maybe cargo bay. Top deck seems a bit wet.
yeah, it's too wet out there. But yeah, actually, I don't know why I didn't think of that. Cargo bay would be better. All right, then, man, to the cargo bay.
Wait, Jack, I need to
Yes.
get a word in with our lovely crew members first.
Okay.
All right. I have a question for you all.
They stand and
Who
whisper.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
who here is a good shot?
Vezra steps forward. I think I'm the best shot on amongst us lower crew, at least when it comes to a bow and arrow.
Well, the skills are transferable. I need good shots. Anybody else?
Elise steps forward as well. I'm also a fairly good archer.
All right. Come with me. We need to start talking. Anyway, I'll be borrowing these two, Jack.
Be gentle with him.
All right, where are
Yeah.
you taking them?
Now just towards the cannons.
All right.
You're gonna
When
shoot
you
them
arrive
out of
on,
cannons?
I would like to say, as you arrive on the top deck, it has gone from a drizzle to a pour. Shade, of course, doesn't care because, well,
Skeleton.
yes, and
You might
he's
get that
completely
arthritis.
drenched. But it is definitely a downpour by this point, and the winds are getting a bit strong as it's blowing the rain quite harshly in your face.
Oh wait, so wait. This is open? This is
Yes, that
open
is
air?
open. Yes, that is
Okay.
open air.
Okay, no, then we'd be here. Sorry.
Okay. So instead,
Don't
you
want
can
to
see it from the outside, and you can hear it from the inside.
maybe tonight's not the best night. But all right, the reason why I needed to know if you guys were good shots is because I've noticed, and the captain has noticed, that we are severely lacking in people who can man our arsenal on the ship. So
They look at you a bit a bit strangely.
what I'm trying to say here is we need people to man the cannons. Having only two people, me and Donna, is not enough. We need people manning cannons, manning the machine turrets, manning the harpoons. At least with two more people, we'd have a fully manned cannon array, and one person either manning harpoon or machine turrets. That way, we can also, switch around, have one person on a machine turret, and so on and so forth.
We
My
do
point
have
is,
3 machine turrets, though. And if I remember
Right.
correctly, Dragar emphasized that they were boom turrets.
Indeed, they are. But at the moment, no one else considers himself a good enough shot. So I'd rather have people who would, with the confidence to shoot something at a distance, at least be trained now. But tonight doesn't seem like the best night. So once the weather gets a bit better, me and Donna will probably start training you in how to use the cannons.
They nod their heads. They as of course because they understand. Also, at this point, you can clearly smell that whatever Cardav is cooking is clearly done, and you are met by a sudden growl in your stomach as you are reminded, "Oh, I'm hungry."
Oh yeah, that
Any further
food
questions,
thing.
ladies?
So what now? I didn't hear you.
Any further questions, ladies?
They shake their heads no.
Very well. As I'm a bit famished and I'm assured that you are, let us go to the kitchen and pick up our dinner. I think we're not eating in the hall tonight.
Alrighty. So when you arrive at the in the kitchen, Cardav
Well,
is
no,
still
I knock
stirring.
first, but
Okay. Yes. Knock, knock, knock.
Cardiff will go to the door and open it.
You see, well, you see Kaladin and the two lovely ladies.
even in Cardiff, I'm under the assumption we're not going to be eating in the dining hall tonight. So we thought we'd save you the trouble and pick up our own dinners ourselves.
I appreciate it. Less walking around. I'll just get you food. Cardiff will go get bowls and put the stew into it.
I like two
And
Cardiff. I'd want to bring back one for Lyra.
aye, right. He'll get a tray then or something if we have those.
Murloc actually hands Cardav a tray. He goes, "Here you go."
Thanks, Murloc.
No
And
problem.
then he will bring it all back and head it over to Kaladin.
Thanks.
Um,
Um,
Murloc kind of looks at the two ladies as they kind of flinch a bit. As Murloc kind of, Murloc, sorry. Murloc lost his temper a bit. Murloc not sure quite how to apologize for what he did, but Murloc will find way. Murloc will not definitely not cook you though. they kind of they don't really know
well,
how to
Murloc.
take that one.
Murloc
Well,
promised
Murloc,
to only
this
cook
dinner
you
is
if you dead.
a good first step.
All right, Murloc kind of turns his head aside. He's like, "Where is the rest of crew?"
I think Jack's giving them a bit of a appetite by some late night training, I think.
Murloc will bring them dinner then.
All right.
I'll handle the rest.
Alrighty, so you and Murloc began portioning out said stew to begin bringing it to the crewmates, except for of course Shade, because you know Shade doesn't eat. At
Yep.
least by this point. Alrighty, so
Hey.
Kaladin, where are you going to take Elise and Fezra now that you realize that training them on the turrets is not an option?
Mm, well, I guess I'll dismiss them for the night and bid them good night and enjoy the meal.
Alrighty, so I'm just going to move every one of these NPCs down into the basement. And I'm going to have Murloc come downstairs around the time that Jack is starting to begin the training. But not before. No, wait, no. He's not going to stop. He's not. It's not his job to feed Udadok yet. Um, Enoch, you look like you were on your way to the med bay.
Test? Am I muted?
Yes. No,
We can hear you.
I
No.
hear you.
Okay. All right. Yes, I was.
Let's go ahead with
Just.
that.
Alrighty.
There is no answer.
Captain here.
There is still no answer.
Then I shrug and leave. What else are you gonna do?
Okay, no
I don't
problem.
even. Okay, technically, I don't even know she's there. So
No,
it was just a
that
good
is the
guess.
truth.
So yeah, what else are you gonna do? However, what I will do then, if I make my way to the library and just try to find all books and just generally everything we have on fiends in general. That is how I'm
Um,
going to spend the following hours.
I was gonna say one of the unfortunate parts is that's one of the kinds of books you're severely lacking on. You have things that
I'm
talk.
not
You have books.
surprised.
You have books that kind of talk about the abyss and books that kind of talk about the nine hells, but never that directly talk about them.
Well, I still
It's
try to get everything together that I can find, at least. If nothing else, as a starting point.
okay. Um, you should also note that Stella is in the library and she does appear to be trying to read a book.
Is there a problem?
We've already established in the past that she can't read.
I am aware that was in character. Wasn't out of character.
The books you have here are too difficult.
Huh.
Where's our section for barbarians?
I'll have you know,
It's
Donna is a
smashed.
very well-read person.
Mork was not.
No, he was not. As a matter of fact, I'm fairly certain you have some books left from work around here. They're mostly colored pictures with they'd probably be mostly colored picture books with with small words in them that make little kids excited.
Right.
Stick figures, pretty much.
Yes.
So cave drawings.
I don't think I can help you there. I don't think anyone of us has any lighter reading.
She sighs.
I
I'd
can
like to
help
bring
you with learning to read, I suppose.
She shakes her head no. No, I would rather try and learn on my own. However, there is the issue still of getting my own separate room for conducting business.
Yeah. I thought the first mate was on that already.
I just would like to stress the haste that should probably be taken in this. Jinu and Ulam seem to constantly be having the cash for this. I don't know where they're getting it from. That might be something worth investigating. Hint, hint.
Mm-hmm.
But they pay for it quite frequently, about once a day, if not once every 3 days. And I'm fairly certain it makes the rest of the other members of the crew uncomfortable. And while I don't care because I'm getting paid, I'm fairly certain it's not good for their morale.
Well, since you share this information anyway, I find it hard to believe that you don't care, but thank you anyway.
Nods her head.
We will
Walks
look
out.
into it.
Nods her head. Closes the book, puts it back on the shelf. I'm just going to go return back to the crew quarters. I'm sure they won't mind if I'm there. Of course, she's going to return back and it's going to be empty.
I'm just gonna, out of curiosity, check what kind of book she was reading, or trying to read anyway.
She was trying to read a book on how to pretty much make basic necessity things, like sewing and stuff like that. She could, of course, learn that from Donna, but
Indeed, for one thing. That is awfully domestic.
That is
Anyway, but I'm
intimidating.
I'm going to calm ring Belka though.
Okay.
Rat, I have a job for you.
Yes.
Apparently the halflings have too much money.
I'd be happy to take it from them.
First find out where they get it from, or got it from.
Sounds interesting. All right.
And then to Kaladin, when you get the chance, do an inventory of our treasury.
ah, shit.
Roger. He'll
And
do
Donna,
that
since
after
right,
dinner with Lyra and such. But yeah,
right. And then
Speaking
to
of,
Donna,
oh, I was gonna say, has Cardive finished handing out the food to everybody yet?
Yes. And by this point, he's also stopped at the library and had to Enoch his share of stew. And once again, savory, rich stew, very nice, tickles the tongue, warms the body. It feels like a homemade stew that a mother would have made, in fact.
such a sensual description. Anyway, thank you, Cardiff.
Hey, Captain.
Always
And
appreciate it.
he nods, and I'm not sure where to put him now. I guess we'll go watch the training.
Okay,
Uh,
no problem.
anyway, last but not least, I'm going to ask Donna if she's interested in an apprentice.
Donna kind of hesitates for a bit before she answers back with a comment. You mean like somebody to train in this, like
Domestic
combat?
skills.
Oh, really? Who?
Stella. She seems to be interested in that.
You're joking.
No, I'm not.
Oh, I'll go and ask her. But
Good.
yeah, well, I suppose if it's not strange for me to be interested in domestic stuff, suppose it's not too strange for her.
Right. And yes,
Correct, they
that
do. Okay. So, training is going well with the guys on the crew. Cardiff does calm down eventually. After Murloc, of course, came down and handed them dinner, the crew was a bit apprehensive when Murloc showed. He apologized to them and offered them the stew in return, and they gained a little bit more morale from it. They still probably will never quite trust the fishman ever the same again, but that's kind of his fault. At this point, the storm outside has reached its full force. It is shaking the ships pretty much because of how strong the winds are, and you can hear the rain no matter what. You can hear the rain pounding on the side of the ship no matter what deck you're on, really. Some might find it soothing, others might find it very annoying.
I find rain ponic on stuff soothing. It clears the mind, you could say.
With all the shaking on board the ship, though, everyone needs to roll me balance checks. By which I mean, which means everyone roll me acrobatics. It's not a
Please
hard
no.
it's not a hard acrobatics check.
Do I
See,
do I get
see,
a bonus to my?
Oh no!
light Sarah, light
do
the
I get-
cherry candles.
Do I get a bonus to my throw for being low center of gravity?
You can get I'll give you a +4, +2 because of your because you're small sized, and +2 because you have fixtures and stuff in this room that you can grab on.
Cool.
Do I get a bonus since I'm on the cargo bay and I can grab cargo stuff since it's already tied down?
Yes,
How much?
+2.
Oh, so it's a -1 now. Great. Because fun fact, my acrobatics is -3. So yeah.
Well, to be
How?
fair, you could arguably,
Armor check
yeah,
check
that's
penalty.
what, exactly what I was going to get at. Because okay, it depends. Are you actually running around in armor on the ship? Is the question.
Good point. I'm probably not even wearing it since I'm not in battle. And since they're not fighting me.
This is not actually the NPC's initiative. This is their balance check, but I'm just going to change the modifiers based on
Oh, by the way, I actually got a +3, so
Okay.
so it's +7 to mine, so I got a 16.
Alrighty. Well, actually, -4 from Ultras. That is still a pass. So pretty much the only one who ends up falling flat on their face is Murloc.
Womp womp
Not
womp.
even Enoch nor
Oh no, no,
Cardass.
no. Belcar passes. What was Cardabs? I didn't see his.
A one.
Oh no, ones don't matter.
Oh, okay,
It's skill check.
Well, technically, it only added up to an 8.
that's Enoch.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
Isn't going to pass.
Oh.
I rolled
Murloc
a
is not going to
6.
pass. Jack is not going to pass.
Even on a -1, I would have still failed.
Let's see.
Damn, that roll was nice.
Yeah, I know. Um, it looks like all the NPCs except for Norbert and Rat are going to pass as well.
Norbert's letting me down, man.
Jinu got a 12 because his dexterity is actually +3.
I think 10 means pass.
Yeah, it
So-
is. It is DC 10.
I got the pineapple incense going. Damn it.
Okay, so Enoch, as you're in the library trying to read up on demons, the ship kind of shifts oddly at one point, and you, having already been kind of leaned back a bit in your chair, cannot maintain your balance and fall flat on your back, with the chair kind of pushing hard into your back and kind of hurting you as you hit your head as well.
That was for Rex. Don't worry.
Okay, yes, that is a pass. Meanwhile, everyone down inside the cargo bay, things shift a bit, and most of the other crewmates grab onto the cargo as it shifts. However, Murloc, not being close to any cargo, cannot, and Jack, his heavy armor getting in the way, cannot as well. As both of them just Murloc falls flat on his face, and Jack falls back onto some cargo that is stabilized, but still quite in a way that he wouldn't expect it and wouldn't have liked, because the pointed end of the box digs right into his head,
Fuck,
not
fuck,
injuring
fuck,
him.
fuck, 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 fuck.
But
Cardiff, being closer to Murloc, will go and offer a hand. Are you all right?
Murloc takes the hands. He goes, Murloc, fine. Murloc did. The other crew members are laughing by this point. Not just at Murloc though, probably at Jack too.
Fuck. That hurts. That hurt. That hurt.
Belkar's
Um,
keeping an eye on everyone.
after that shift, Kijwa kind of goes, Jack, I'm not saying this to insult you. I'm not saying this to say that we should end this early, but given the way that the ship is swaying, it might be best if we just go to bed and try to sleep through this storm until at least we're woken up when things get too hectic. And yes,
And Comrade Belcar was like, what do you think?
They're your responsibility, not mine.
I'm just saying it was your idea.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that I know what I'm doing.
Darn it, Rat. I'm kidding, by the way, Rat. Alright, alright. It is getting a bit crazy out here. My head now hurts now hurts. So yes, go ahead, go back to your beds. And lay down and go to sleep. And I look at Gina.
he sighs. Hard ass.
Do I hear that?
Yes.
I make sure to make that in my note to make sure he gets extra roughed tomorrow.
It's true that they end up screwing themselves, but they're about to screw themselves even more in just a little bit after Kaladin finishes his inventory.
Ooh, I want him to come get me. This would be so sweet. I'll be right back. I'm gonna check a dinner ready.
Oh no, it won't just be you. It's just like, what how do you think your captain is going to react?
Off of his head.
It's like, you want to talk about something you don't do on a pirate ship?
Wait, what pirate ship?
Ah, 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 that joke. All right, Murloc is going to go in his room and hop in his tank. You do notice that there is a bit of water on the floor coming from Murloc's room.
I thought we
Um,
fastened the tank down. Or was
oh
that
no, the
before?
tank is fastened down, but the thing is the shaking still. You probably should have lowered
Ah.
the water. You probably should have lowered the water level in the tank a bit because a bit of
Uh-oh.
it's out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's what's happening there. I already rolled for Shade for his piloting check, so he's piloting just fine through the storm, despite the fact that it's quite strong. Um, Meanwhile, I think everyone should probably just go to sleep for the day. But
Uh,
yes,
well, Belkar's going to do some sniffing around downstairs to see if he can pick up any unexpected trails of the two that have been taking money.
yes, because he is down within earshot of this.
Well, and I have scent, so I could theoretically track their scent if they
You
had been
only,
coming here often.
I was gonna say, you only smell that for one person actually.
Who's that?
It's Ulim.
Whereabouts has he been going?
He's been over quite a bit of the cargo things, but it seems he's been hovering a great deal over where you store the majority of your treasure,
Interesting.
especially the cash value treasure.
Um, I think that I am going to need to go and do some investigating after they all pass out.
Okay, so it's probably around 12 a.m. by this point. Kaladin has finished his. After finishing his dinner with Lyra, they had a very pleasant conversation. Just it was somewhat topical where she
What was
asked.
that? What was that intonation for?
I meant nothing by it. I apologize if I insinuated that.
Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just messing with you. Don't worry.
Okay. Um, they had a pleasant conversation. She inquired as to what had happened. Kaladin, you can choose right now whether you told her or not.
Um, yeah, I'll tell her, but
All
then I'll
right.
tell you, keep it down. We don't want
She of course
any
has
of
she
the
of
other
course has no idea who Captain Haverim is or anything like that, but she understands the general gist of things, and understands it when you tell her to keep things down that she will. Alrighty. So
Nobody wants a
majority of
party.
people are I was gonna say majority of people are probably going to sleep right now, unless you choose to say otherwise.
Bed is good, assuming ship is good.
Yes, then Uradak is going to go to sleep then, because the ship is fine. As you do open the door to the engine room, though, of course steam pours out of it, and suddenly you're like, "That is the freshest breath of air you've ever had."
But it's no sauna.
Yes,
Though I imagine that entire room currently smells like wet gnome.
wet,
So,
sweaty gnome.
whatever.
No one cares about a little gnome sweat on the engine.
Well, there's enough of it there already.
It just makes it run better.
Exactly.
Exactly. Hive mind.
It's part of the cooling system.
uh, okay.
Actually, is Ultrus's room locked?
By this point, she actually made the time to go back to her own room, and no,
Okay.
she didn't lock the door.
Okay, fair enough. But I'm still gonna check on her anyway. Because why the hell not?
All right. You kind of hear something that sounds like yawning coming from the inside. She comes in, answers the door. Umbra's, of course, hanging behind her. He's fully awake because nocturnal and all. Even though she used to be nocturnal, you guys have been slowly breaking that out of her. She kind of yawns as she goes, "Yes, Captain."
So how are you? That wound was looked quite severe earlier.
I'm fine now. I'm just a bit taken back. I was caught off guard, a bit surprised. I wasn't expected to near die so quickly. I had no idea you've made enemies that powerful, I must say.
Well, until now they weren't really enemies.
Nods her head. She's like, I'll be fine. I just would like it if, when you can, convince Astrid to get back to the med bay. I'm worried about this injury becoming infected. Mind you, Belcar did a great job of patching it up on the spot. If I can minimize the scarring, I would prefer that.
Yeah, fair enough. I will talk to her.
Nods her head. She's like, any other questions, of course. I don't mean to rush you out of here, but I am tired, and I'd like to get at least 4 hours of sleep before I switch to guard duty, assuming that the storm has died enough by then.
Rest well.
Nods her head and closes the door, back to sleep. There is no answer.
Astrid, if you're there, please let me in. It's the captain. Tick
So-
tock, tick.
The door is opened.
I assume she's with helmet and everything?
No, she is not.
Oh. Hello, Astrid. I won't bother you too long. Just two simple things. First, I know it might be hard given the circumstances, but we really need you back on duty as soon as possible. Especially Ultras is still somewhat hurt from what happened. And yeah, we don't want any blemishes on her now, do we? And secondly, we will probably need a zone of truth soon.
Astrid kind of rubs her eyes a bit and nods her head yes. Well, just kind of nods her head. She seems very tired, and it's very obvious that she's still been crying for most of the day.
Yeah, I think you should get some rest, but I needed to tell you that first.
She nods her head and goes back into her and closes the door and heads back to her bed because that is what she should do. Meanwhile,
and I had my room.
all right, Cardav, are you going to do anything?
I guess let's check over the stocks again.
All right, Jack, are you actually down there, or are you back in your room asleep by this point?
I'm going to burn the midnight oil and work on this. Work on her bracelet. Which probably should take me long, maybe.
Dog. Alrighty. Give me a moment.
Time to slap a bitch.
Literally. Wait, maybe the dog's
Okay.
a boy.
Yeah, he is, but
Okay.
he's still a bitch.
Okay.
It's not in the literal sense of the word. So Cardav is going over the inventory. Kaladin has just finished going over his and noticed the 1,000 gold short. And this is when he would ring the captain and tell him that thing. And just as Cardav is coming down the stairs to, do his inventory.
Oh, if I say Cardiff, I'd like to chat with him as well in terms of stuff missing, because he's also partly in charge in this regard.
Though he's more in charge of
Evening.
keeping he's more in charge of keeping inventory than
Finances, yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah, regardless, I could probably use some of his rogue talents anyway. Anyway, evening, Cardiff.
Hey, Carolyn.
Okay, there seems to be a problem here. I just reported to Captain, but I should probably let you in on it as well.
Aye. What's the problem?
We're short 1,000 gold. That's unaccounted for.
Cardiff sort of squints. Do we know why?
Probably someone's been stealing it. We haven't landed in port. Last time I checked, it's been a month. I don't know. I mean, the last time we've been anywhere was Jirvana, but that was a bit longer ago. So, by most reasonable reason, someone is taking it without permission. Could you perhaps check the lock, see if has been broken into?
I can do that now.
Sorry to bother you.
Don't worry about it. This is important. Where would that even be?
It's you're talking about the lock for the ship treasury, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
The
like,
ship's treasury is more like stored right here next to the cargo bay behind a door. I could draw a wall there eventually, but I've been too lazy. I
can you point
apologize.
at it again? I'm not. Can you point at it again? I didn't see it. Ah, okay.
Okay. Okay, so that would be perception, I think, wouldn't it?
Yes.
All right.
I'll give you a +2 because of your expertise in picking locks.
Okay.
That is definitely a pass. This lock has been tampered with multiple times, in fact. You can tell that someone has failed to open it before, but they have in the past succeeded as well.
Aye, someone's been in here, and they've tried a lot of times.
More insubordination upon this ship. It needed this. Perhaps some martial law shall be inputted, well, shall be enforced upon these men. Any way to track them?
Well, that's not my specialty, but what I'd do is just wait inside there for them to do it again.
Perhaps. I wish I could speak Raptoran. I'd ask Rex over there if he's seen anything.
As
Is
it
Rex
turns
asleep?
out, yes, Rex is asleep. If you go
Okay,
near him, you know that this is another indication that it has to be someone on board the ship who's been doing it. Because if it had been someone who's not, you know Rex would have torn them a new asshole.
exactly. That's
Couldn't
because he's sitting right here, so I'm making that connection.
couldn't we just give Rex a comm ring and communicate that way?
No, because then it would mostly come out as rah, 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 rah.
Well, but I mean,
That
wouldn't
for
you be able to
intelligence, man.
create cohesive thoughts and like using a comm ring, or does it have to be
You
spoken word?
It has to be spoken words. However,
That's
you do have a person on board your ship who can cast speak with animals.
that's true. Or we could just use my nose, but
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do next. This is gonna be a late night. Anyway, yeah, you can continue with inventory card. I'm gonna go talk with someone else.
Aye. Cardiff will continue with inventory, but he will do so sneakily, stealthily, so that if anyone comes in, he will be able to hide easy. So I'm gonna just make a roll for that right now. uh,
I'll also allow another +2 to that one because it's raining outside and it's fairly loud, so no one would really be able to hear you.
34 then.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kaladin makes his way to Belkar's room, despite it being midnight. Knock, knock, knock.
yes.
Good evening, Belkar.
How's it going?
There's been insubordination upon this ship.
Yeah, so I hear, or smell rather.
Right. Have you been... So what do you know?
Well, it smells like what is it? Ulam?
Ulam. Yeah.
smells like ulam all over in the cargo bay.
Yeah, the lock has been tampered with.
Okay, I was
So
planning on
that's the
going and
center around
searching. Yeah, yeah, it was right around the cargo bay where we store all of the highly liquid assets.
Hmm.
I was planning on
Okay.
going and searching him tonight to see what we can find.
I'd offer you a potion of invisibility, but you have that ring, so it may not be required.
I surely do.
Here, I'm gonna. Before you go, tell me. I'll give you a bit of cat's grace that might help a bit more with the stealth. Make you extra sneaky.
Okay, can't hurt.
Just tell me when you're gonna go. I'll enchant you then.
I was thinking in about an hour and a half, probably.
That might be a bit troublesome. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Because I probably want to get some sleep as well. Let me just check as he rustles through his backpack. Do I have one? I swear I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Unless I gave it away. No, okay, I don't. Never mind. Yeah, no, actually, scratch that idea. You're probably good enough as it is. I
Most
won't worry.
likely. I'm not worried about it.
Alright. Figure it out. Report back to me or Captain. Well, I want to know as well. So, both of us, preferably.
So don't just stab him in his sleep?
I want to be there when we punish him.
You guys take all of the fun out of these things.
Sorry, Belkar. But we need to make an example out of this.
I suppose.
It just ain't right taking money out of the coffers.
It definitely
fair.
isn't.
Anyway,
I will get to it.
alright. Best of luck, Belkar. Actually, you won't need it. Much success.
I think it'll be relatively easy.
And Callan would excuse himself and go to bed.
Okay, so we'll skip over to later in the night. Unfortunately, Cardav, you sitting there for 2 hours leads you to find that nobody's coming downstairs tonight at the very least. At least that's what it feels like when it hits 2 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
God have mercy! Please stop with this. In that chat.
Never. It's amazing.
That is pretty damn good. I really like the one that Cybot got.
Yeah.
Mine was better.
God.
Anyhow, moving on.
Right.
Oh god,
So-
what is that string attached to?
Belkar, you are investigating them this night, correct?
Yeah, and about an hour and a half after I talked to Kaladin.
Okay. You activate your Ring of Invisibility. So
Mhm.
that's a +10 to your stealth modifier when you go in the room, and another +2 because it's raining, so +12 to your stealth check.
Well, this is going to be a really difficult stealth check.
I know.
I'm actually worried now,
plus
you know?
12, you said?
Yes. That is, of course, a pass.
Really?
So, I know,
Shit, I
it's
was
so
worried for a
surprising.
second.
All right,
Like,
so
you know, he just barely passed there.
It
crazy.
seems like I just kind of, it was a close run thing.
okay,
Belkar
so
has
you
such
stealthily,
questionable rules.
yes, you stealthily sneak into the room, not even making a sound as you open the door, and quietly close it behind you, and sneak over to where Ulam and Jinu are asleep.
Hmm.
They snore quite loudly.
Excellent. I'm going to search through their things.
All right, roll me perception check. Sorry about that.
Do
Yawning.
I get a plus 12 on this one, too?
No.
I mean, I'm just gonna search until I cover every possible place that they could hide anything, though. Like, is it possible to just take like a 20 or? Well, they're both there. They're just stacked.
Yeah. See? Wait. What?
Oh,
Where's?
that is a good question. Oh, there he is.
There you go. What?
But yeah, like, could I just take a 20 or? Because I mean, I'm gonna stay here until I'm either extremely certain that nothing's going wrong, or until I find proof that there is something wrong.
Okay. So, let's see that perception check.
Hopefully that'll do it.
Okay. Searching through Ulam's belongings, you do find about an extra 700 gold that just makes no logical sense for him to be in possession of within his bag.
Interesting. I'm going to confiscate that.
I would like to appoint myself ship's hammerer. Nobody will get the DF joke. Moving on.
Searching through Gina's stuff, you find an extra 300 gold. Numbers don't add up here, by the way.
Interesting. I will take that 300 gold as well.
That shit better be going back into the coffers.
Of course. You know, there's lane tax and all, but aside from that,
Don't worry, I'll let you keep a bit of it as
No,
lane
I'm
tax,
just kidding.
yes.
I'm just kidding. And I am going to go and knock on Kaladin's door.
Okay. Okay, he'll stir a bit and wake up, forget to put on his mask.
Does he open the
Yeah.
door? Oh
Yeah,
God!
open the door.
You do have a face. Oh dear God.
Noisy, what's up?
2 bags of money that they shouldn't have adds up to 1,000 gold altogether. Can we stab him yet?
Yoink. And I don't want to bother the captain at this hour. I kinda do, but we'll leave it up to captain in the morning.
Okay. I
Okay,
figured
how
we
about
just
this?
shouldn't
No.
leave this
How about
with
this?
them.
How about this then? You tie him up, maybe throw him into the brig while they're asleep, you know? If you feel like it.
Okay, I think I can manage that.
That's just a suggestion. If you want to, go ahead. But for now, don't hurt them.
Well, I'm fairly certain that if they wake up, find out that their money's gone, they're going to try and do whatever they can to get away, which I don't think we want to allow.
Fine, then we'll keep this quiet till the morning, huh?
No,
Actually-
I was saying I should probably get them somewhere that they can't get away.
Alright then. We need to somehow silently subdue them then, because
Fairly certain I
I
can do it.
understand your point.
Alrighty then.
Do you
Um,
want to come with me to do it?
I'm not really good at this, but I might as well supervise.
It'll be fun, don't worry. I don't know why I'm being so obsessive about moving.
Normally, you're the least obsessive about it, actually.
I know, right?
All right,
Actually,
so how
Cal-
stealthily do you
here.
guys enter this room?
I'm going to activate my ring of invisibility and go in as stealthily as I can.
Callan will chug a invisibility potion, and I'll make the stealth check. Hold on. Give me a sec. Where's stealth?
Well, Belkar obviously got a pass. Jack, roll me that craft check for what you're making, by the way.
Can I take a 10?
No, it's a craft check.
Damn. I call upon my samurai spirits to take a 10.
No, you bring dishonor to family. You cannot do this. It's a pass because it's making something simple. Dear God, that too.
Oh, the incense went out. I need to light another one.
Okay, so you're making good progress on making this bracelet. Moving along. Yes, that is correct. So Kaladin and Belkar both managed to sneakily and stealthily sneak into this room.
Okay, and I just kind of point to Ulam and take out like something I can just hit him over the head with.
Yeah, this is a surprise attack, so feel free.
Okay.
To,
Let's see. I'm trying to think of what I could use to do that.
if you have like a club or something, you can even
I
make
have
a
my
you
snowshoes still.
Are you gonna whack him in the head with
As a
so
Canadian,
shoes?
I approve of this plan.
I'm kind
Yes.
of tempted to. Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh my goodness, this is happening.
Yeah. How much damage does that give me?
Well, that depends on the type of snowshoe that you have, honestly.
Probably.
Is it well, it wouldn't be metal, would it?
No, there's just there are those snowshoes that we bought whenever we were trudging through the snow.
But the question is, are these small, compact snowshoes or are these full-size snowshoes?
Christian, I do not remember the
Full
answer.
size.
And are these wood weave or are they metal?
Wood weave?
Oh dear, that's really gonna hurt.
Yep.
Because believe it or not, the wood weave ones weigh about 5 pounds more than the metal ones.
And in fact, I'm going to give my second snowshoe to Kaladin and suggest that he do the same.
I approve of this
Oh.
plan.
Okay? Just no, give Callan a sec. He's gonna drink a mutagen to make sure this works.
A mutagen?
I thought you didn't get mutagens because you are a grenadier.
No, I
Oh,
always
wait,
get
yes, you
mutagens,
do.
but I
You just
do.
never use them.
I never use them. I mean, I used them that one time against the big tentacle monster, but never any other time. So Kaladin, silently downs mutagen, which grants him +4 to strength and -2 to int.
Seems
Let me
appropriate.
just-
All right. They really can't dodge, and they're not wearing armor, so AC 10.
Smack!
Okay, I just need to make sure what my melee. Okay, +10. All right.
So, yeah, neither of us can miss. It is literally impossible.
That is a hit. Nothing is impossible if you roll a 1. Let's not forget this. Okay, that is a hit. So both of you hit. Go ahead and roll me damage. It's non-lethal damage, and because it's a snowshoe, I'm gonna give you 1d8 for the improvised weapon damage because those things are fucking heavy.
Yeah. Seriously, man.
Add your strength to it, Kaladin.
Yeah, I'm just making the calculation now.
Next time I
strength,
buy
so-
snowshoes, I'm going to insist on buying Keen snowshoes.
Or you could get them made of adamantine. They'd be horrible to use, but they'd make a great improvised weapon.
Exactly.
All right. So
Actually, no,
Belkar, in one swift strike, of course, knocks out Ulam even more than he already was. However, Jinu does not go out in the first hit, as he
Could I make
kind
the?
of
Well, it's too. I guess it's too late. I would have made a full attack, but whatever. It's okay.
yeah, he kind of flails around and starts waking up. And he shouts, what the hell's going?" And now both of you can still make an attack against him with of course,
Attack of
Ulam's
opportunity.
yes.
Smack!
I take it that's gonna hit.
Yeah, both of those are gonna hit. In fact,
Oh, and I'm using this two-handed, so that should be a +6 instead of a +4, right? Does that still work the same way as it did in
yes,
D&D?
yes, it does.
Okay, so yeah, I get half against strength bonus. So there we go.
Yep, that is definitely going to be a knockout. Thanks to the combined efforts of.
I
What's
can just kind
Junior?
of imagine. It's like me and Belkar are like holding the bats overhead, and it's 1, 2, 3, and then Belkar does it cleanly, but it's like I hit mine, I hit Jinu, I mean whoever I was hitting, and it's like, oh what the
Yes.
fuck? I was like, oh, hit him again, hit him again. Oh no! Oh my god, I know what this is.
And
I
it
know
just
this.
devolves
I
into
found it.
whack-a-mole.
Yes, this is it. I found it. Oh man, oh, I'll link it in Skype.
Oh yeah.
Also, delicious, delicious maple tea. Mm.
Quick, the spray!
Oops. Right. I shouldn't open those things. Actually, you know what? I will. Just because.
Quick, the spray! Ah!
Oops. All out.
Well, use the forget-me stick.
Oh, right.
I fucking love this movie too. He used to forget me stick. Okay. Bam.
Oh, right. Smack!
Okay. So the sound of what's going on in there does wake up the other crew members as they wake up in time at least to see Jinu getting pounded on. As Vezra shouts, "What the hell are you doing?"
Taking some thieves to the brig.
Yup.
Okay, so at this point, you guys are going to drag them into the prison, correct?
That is the plan.
Alright, I will.
You can obviously. Callan doesn't look as spindly as he usually does. He's kind of slightly enlarged now.
Did Belkar
well.
at least convince him to put his mask back on?
No, because then
He's back on.
he looked more like Jekyll than he's ever looked before. He's like, I. Ugh, okay. So, you guys go ahead and throw the unconscious Ulam and Jinu into the cells. As the rest of the crew that had been in that room just kind of, you could tell, are a bit startled by this. You probably want to tell them what's going on.
I'll tell him.
I'm
I'll
gonna
tell
stay
him.
in here. I'm probably just gonna sleep in this room tonight because he's really looking forward to waking up when they do.
Anyway, sorry for the interruption. I figured we could have done this a lot more silently, but my bad. Not really my form of expertise. Anyway, what happened tonight here? Capturing thieves. Jinu and Ulan have been found guilty of taking from the ship's coffers and thus shall be punished in the morning. For now, we are locking them in the brig.
Frederick turns over in her bed. Good night.
Good night. Sorry. For
Does
the
not
disturbance.
mind at all.
Alrighty. This does lead to a problem that probably might come up with Stella, where she's been getting paid with that stolen money.
Yep, that's what I was wondering what was gonna happen.
That hoe gonna be pissed when she gotta get that. When she gonna have to get that money back. She gonna raise a fit.
Oh, yeah, she is.
We'll see what the captain intends to do. Anyway, so I assume you're gonna be here all night, Belkar?
Yes, I'm gonna stay here because I'm very much looking forward to the look on their faces when they wake up.
Paint me a picture when I wake tomorrow morning, then, about it.
Painting's not really something I'm good at, but I can try.
I look forward to it,
He's
Belkar.
going to make some atrocity against art.
Yes, in fact.
Do it.
I call it abstract.
Yes. Okay, so Kaladin goes back to bed, of course.
Belkar
Belkar
takes him
goes-
literally and starts looking for things to use to paint.
Hmm.
Well, you can definitely find things like that down in the cargo bay.
You could use that blood.
You can also use a bunch of the alchemy ingredients and stuff, and just use it to smear things.
Random question.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Could I make a magical wiffle bat?
Yes.
Okay.
What?
Well, it seems like we're going to need something for situations like this.
It's true.
What's a wiffle
Yeah.
bat?
Zai.
It's like a plastic baseball bat.
Yeah.
Ah,
You poor boy, Zai.
You did not. Your childhood was not good enough.
Then again,
that's because I had a wooden baseball bat. I didn't need a plastic one.
Well, the thing
You
is, these
silly Americans and Australians and your baseball.
these are used for kids, so they can't kill each other with baseball bats. They hit little
I had
plastic
one
balls
because
with little
I played
hollow plastic
baseball when I was
bats.
a kid.
No, you know what I just thought about? Suddenly, it doesn't. It makes perfect sense. While in Australia, they would not care whether or not kids are beating each other with baseball bats or not.
You need to
Well,
toughen
I
them up
mean,
somehow.
They need
This shit
wooden
works out
bats, or
there.
else they're going to get killed.
Yes, exactly. How else are they supposed to defend themselves from Australia if you don't give them a wooden bat?
But yeah, I grew up with a gym teacher as a mother, so yeah, I know everything that kids use.
Hey, wiffle bats hurt like a motherfucker if you use it right.
Oh, I know. I hit my brother with them so many times.
Okay, let's move on. Okay, so rest of the night passes. It is now morning time. Belcar, of course.
What should I roll to try and make a painting?
Roll me a luck check with a -5 modifier. Luck checks are 1d20.
Oh, okay.
Oh God. Well,
Take one insanity point.
I feel like
The
that.
phrase "the fuck is this" comes to mind.
So you
Again,
smear a bunch of
abstract.
paints and herbs and dust and dirt and just many different things onto this piece of paper.
Wait. Where do you get this stuff? Did you get it from the alchemy lab?
Random places around the ship.
Okay, because if he took stuff from the alchemy lab, it might explode in his face, especially with that kind of roll.
Yes. You also draw you also draw kind of stick figure-ish things in there. And you decide that the picture also could benefit from a picture of you and your rat, and doodle that on the corner. And it's just like, what is this?
The real question is, does Mr. Scruffy want to help, and does he get his own luck roll?
Yes.
Mr. Scruffy is better at painting than Belcar is.
Yes, he is! Mr. Scruffy decides to add some of his abstract opinion to this. And does a much better job of Belcar than this, but still not much better because he has the restriction of rat hands.
And, an intelligence of like 2.
So Juno and Ulam do eventually wake up at around 4 a.m. in the morning after Belcar's gotten maybe 2 hours of sleep. So at Belcar, you're probably going to be tired the next day. That's something that's going to be a thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So you get a picture of the face, and they realize what has happened, realize that what it's for, and they just kind of have that look of, we're fucked.
Belcar smiles and says, I really miss seeing that look on a daily basis. Thank you, guys.
They look at you somewhat upset. All right. So you decide that you'll just go to sleep because you don't care, because they're not getting out of that cell.
Yep.
And it comes to be 6 o'clock in the morning. At this point, I would assume that Cardav is going to go make breakfast along with Belcar. By the way, the storm has passed.
Belcar can cook?
No.
Cardav can.
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
no.
I mean, technically,
No,
I
you
have
said-
survival.
You said Karnev and Belcar, but never mind.
Yes.
I have survival, so I can cook and make things edible, but I'm not certain you would want to eat them.
Yeah. It's like, here's some nice grub worm toast.
Yeah.
Sounds like dwarf food to me.
No, remember dwarves eat rocks. Maple rocks. They're delicious. They're totally canon. So, what are you going to make for breakfast? Perhaps using some of those maple rocks for a pancake breakfast is appropriate.
Why not?
Pancake breakfast with bacon, eggs, and a slice of ham. And toast. And some grits, why not?
Hopefully no one finds any pebbles.
Alrighty, so you make that big breakfast as everyone begins to wake up. We'll start with Enoch, actually. Mostly because I already know what Belkar is doing. Alright, so Enoch, you wake
Okay.
up and what do you start doing?
Well, first up, starting to prepare my spells. And, however, if I hear someone moving outside, I'm going to check if it's Kaladin.
You do hear movement outside.
Then I'm going to check if it's Kaladin.
It is.
Hello, hero. So how did the investigation turn out?
Oh, wait, you heard that?
Well, I thought you were on to something.
We was, and we got them.
Who was it? And what was it?
And Jinu, they broke into the covers. We found it. We found the money in their stash. We put them in the brig.
Well, well, well. Alright, well, tell Jack he, has to assemble the, crew on the deck. And someone get our little,
After breakfast, I'd assume.
No, now.
But I
Okay.
want my breakfast.
The prisoners, too, obviously bind them somehow.
You guys have
Ropes,
manacles?
manacles. Yes, I know. Whatever you have on hand.
Okay. I'll get Jack to handle the binding.
And Jack has been up for most of the night and he only got 4 hours of sleep, I'm going to add.
That is too bad for him now.
I'm fine. I can walk with 4 hours of sleep. I'm not a spellcaster.
True. You will get a -1 penalty on all skill and ability blah 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 checks today for the day because of tiredness.
That's fine. Once this situation gets over with and I train the man, I'll probably just take a quick fall asleep.
Sure.
no.
Okay. There you go.
Alright,
No.
I open the door. Alright, I'm up. Open the door. Hey, Kaladin, what's up? Is that you?
No. Need you to help me, hold 2 people down.
Who?
William and Jinu.
What the fuck did they do now?
They stole money. They're in the brig. We need to put some cuffs on them.
Can I be there when it comes down to interrogating them? I would love to rough them up.
No, we're just putting manacles on them. We need to bring them up top deck. We need to get the rest of the crew as well. Well, you need to.
Alright, I'll go ahead and get ready to tie them up. I'll go ahead and get the manacles. Let's go.
Wait. Jack. I just remembered something.
Yes?
Kylan goes to the deck's room. Knock.
Hmm?
Hey, Udadak, do you still have that living rope thing?
I do.
Can we borrow that?
Long as you don't lose it.
We won't. We just need to tie up some criminals.
What?
That's not us. People stealing
Somebody
money from the
needs to
ship.
explain something.
Energeno broke into the coffers and stole money.
Oh, okay then.
There you go.
Here is your rope.
thank you. Now we should we're gonna be gathering on the top deck soon, so get dressed.
Ah, man.
Captain's orders, man. Sorry.
Fine.
One day the chances of them getting beheaded, maybe.
I severely doubt it.
Okay. So I guess
Why?
I guess it
thought.
all goes well because CA's already put them on top deck and everything. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna stand right behind them. And can I roll intimidate check to scare the shit piss out of him?
Feel free to.
No bonuses, right?
No bonuses.
Gotcha. -1 cause I'm tired. Oh my god.
It's a skill check. Don't worry.
They aren't really intimidated by you.
Damn. Oh well. Oh, they'll be scared soon enough. I'll pull out my sword and start stroking it with my finger.
They just think you're kind of stupid and that you're gonna cut your finger. Roll me a reflex save.
I'm not rolling it on the edge of the blade. I'm rolling it on the back.
Okay, that's different then.
I'm not dumb. Shit.
So, as most of the people are being assembled on the top deck of the ship, you do notice that Astrid and Ultras are absent, and so as are Cardav and Murloc.
Does anyone know where the cooks are? Probably
Cooking
making
breakfast.
breakfast.
Probably make a
Okay.
breakfast.
Very well. Donna,
Yes, sir.
could you please grab one of the halflings?
Donna walks over and picks him up one hand. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do this quick because you obviously want to go, well, have breakfast soon and do whatever you do in the morning. So we have had some thieves taking good coin out of our treasury. Here we are. Do you think you have an idea what is going to happen now?
Jinu opens his mouth. He's like, "You're going to punish us."
Exactly. Donna sent him flying.
Donna looks at you over the side of the ship.
Yes.
Whoosh!
And Jack, go ahead.
Me too.
Yes.
Goodbye, Lulu. You shouldn't have fucked. Well, you should have fucked up. Throw him out the side of the ship.
So, I'm sure everyone here is relieved to finally be rid of these two. And yes, I just wanted to show you what happens if such things are done on this ship. Any questions?
They
Couldn't we have had
other
more fun with them?
Perfect.
Yes, they're all just fairly silent about that. Rat does eventually kind of step in and goes, "So, for future reference, if anyone's caught stealing from the coffers, that's a suitable punishment, right?
They're sent flying, yes.
Good to know."
I agree.
Right. Alright then. Well, I'm okay with those two being gone. They were kind of annoying. So, all's well that ends well.
Indeed.
What did I tell you? You can't trust the fucking halflings.
Alrighty. So, these guys go back to their quarters. A bit of a burden relieved on By the way, you should probably talk to Stella about the coin she
Yeah, I
had
was about to
received.
grab her before she was dismissed.
Okay. She begins heading down the stairs, of course, following the rest of them.
Stella,
She turns around. Yes.
Would this really be a concern, Captain? You do know
Yes.
what the stolen funds have been used for, right?
I can imagine.
Right. So, do we let Stella keep it? I'm perfectly fine with that. I mean, she's still a part of our crew, so it's still cash
She
within.
earned it fair and square.
Yep. Thought you'd say that. Just wanted to make sure. Never mind, Stella. You're
She
fine.
takes a
Keep the
deep breath.
cash.
Whew, thank you.
Off the ship with her.
You know what I wish we could have done?
What is it, Izzy?
I wish we could have.
What
I
you
just
could-
could have got the Draco and just fucking power drive him into the ocean. That's all I'm saying.
No, the thing is, that would break our ship's code. Why have one if we don't keep to it?
Oh, no bulldozing. Okay.
Throwing
Alrighty.
them overboard is literally our way of execution, as noted down in the code.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so after the rest of the crew members have disappeared down to, well, the NPC crew, the real NPC crew has disappeared down into the lower decks. Astrid and Ultras make their way up to the top decks.
Whoa, you are a big deal.
The top deck of the ship is kind of wet, by the way, from the rain. She signs back good morning as well. As Ultras goes, sorry I'm late. I had Astrid taking a look at that hole in my chest. She cleaned it up nicely and assures me there will not be much scarring. Oh, what did I miss?
We sent the halflings flying.
Ultras kind of looks disappointed. She's like, and I missed it! Damn it, who did you send flying?
The halflings, Ulum and Inum. The two asshole halflings who apparently stole from the coffers. I thought they were going to get beheaded, but I like this much better.
I'm sure they got very
Yeah,
good
hard for you.
distance.
Probably.
Yep.
Oh well, I guess I can't be here for all things. I was more concerned about getting a hole fixed in my chest. Also,
That is always a
Belcard,
priority.
thank you.
You
Belcard,
are
thank you.
welcome. Would have been a shame to lose you.
I feel the same way. Well, at any rate, I believe Cardav and Murloc have finished making breakfast by this point. So, let us go eat. In celebration, one might say.
Of getting the asshole halflings off the ship, yes.
And of course, the table is set today because everyone is not as depressed as yesterday.
Indeed.
Our crew's getting smaller and smaller.
Well, that's why you go and recruit new ones.
Ones that are not halflings.
You guys are unfortunately undermanned at the moment, so that would mean a -2 penalty for all checks made on board the ship. But it's worth it to have people not stealing from your coffers.
Probably.
Okay, so everyone gets seated at the table. Budadak has his seat.
Wonderful. I was too lazy to go and do it myself.
Well, most of the time I move you guys. So it's not that it's not that I want to move you guys, but that sometimes it's just more convenient that way.
Because you could just course select all of us and be like, okay, you go here, 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 you go here.
Yes, I can do that. Alrighty.
By the way, as a total side note, I actually took the freedom to actually import my macros into my token. So if you are going to save it, then it's probably going to stick.
Yes, I
Just as a
see.
side note.
Okay. No one else has done that for their character yet, and I can tell just by clicking on it. Except for Uradak, he has Acid Arrow, Magic Missile, and Scorching Rays.
Yeah, I'll get on
You
that
can do
sometime.
that? I didn't know that.
Yes.
I actually open the window, go to window, and then impersonate. Normally, this window should be empty. And if you right-click, you can, well, import macro.
See,
This
I
entire
hope you
window
realize
is-
I'm not putting all my spells in there.
No, I understand. You have way too many.
Yeah.
This entire window works just like your normal macro window, but it's bound to the token in question that you have selected at the moment. Or rather, that you're impersonating at the moment.
Right. Okay then. Carter comes in with his breakfast, and it's surprisingly fitting that it is a very large and very good breakfast. The pancakes are light and fluffy. The maple rock syrup is not chunky at all. It is very smooth but thick and very sweet. The eggs are cooked just right, just a hint of salt in them. And for those who would like cheese in their eggs, there is cheese in them. The grits are to perfection. A little bit of a buttery hint to them. The toast is cooked just right, not burnt. That is the best kind of toast. And the bacon is crispy and delicious.
No
My
maple
rolls,
bacon?
You can dip
my
it in
rolls
maple
make me hungry sometimes.
syrup. If it makes you feel better, I'm doing it to myself as well. I'm just sitting here like, damn, I'm gonna have to eat after this.
It's like I gotta go to IHOP or fucking Denny's after this.
I'm gonna
Shit.
cook myself some bacon.
I would not blame you. Alrighty.
TMI, nigga, TMI. Keep that shit to yourself in the bedroom.
We have found out another one of Cybot's fetishes, it seems.
Go have sex in the champagne room.
You think there is a number to them?
No
I
one
know.
understands it, at least.
Okay.
Well, I've known you for how many years? I might have
Fair
half of them listed down by now.
Okay, so you guys are now eating breakfast at the table, and despite things being in the lighter mood, there is that still bit of heaviness in the air.
Captain,
Yes.
I hate to do this now when we're eating and all this has happened.
Go on.
But I have some questions about what happened.
You were there.
Mhm.
The fun fact, Jack doesn't know who the fuck Haber
Right!
is.
Oh, shit. Thank you.
Neither does Belcar.
Who in the hell was that? I recognized Tiefling bitch who was always in a foul fucking mood, but who the fuck was that man? Called himself Haberum?
Donna kind of...
Well, he was the former captain of this cruise. Yes.
Oh, just kind of... Wait. You haven't always been captain?
No, I haven't been.
She applauds. Well done, seizing power for yourself.
Well, it wasn't quite like that. He was assassinated in a way, but, he decided to not stay dead.
How'd he die?
Assassination, we just said.
Well, I mean,
Well, more specifically, he had a magical dagger rammed up his spine, sending his soul, apparently, to the abyss, and now he's back. Because, as you called a tiefling bitch, decided to, well, intervene.
Ultra's kind of... She's like, I must admit, I'm quite knowledgeable on certain subsections of the Abyss, but I've never heard of something like this happening before. Normally,
Welcome to
when
the
a
Well,
human,
club.
I was going to say, just normally when a human soul is sent to the Abyss, it would take some great deal for it not to just be devoured by some demon itself.
perhaps that large creature there had something to do with it.
Perhaps.
It seemed to know Margit, probably the same kind of thing that Zed was as well.
You said the word, by the way.
Too soon, man.
You say the word, Margaret. Astrid kind
Yes.
of lowers her head.
Just ignores
And
it for a second.
Lyra is going to be the one to point it out, because unfortunately she can be a bit oblivious. She goes, "Speaking of Margit, I've noticed that he is
Kind
Mhm.
of, kind of, kind of shakes his head.
Face palms.
Donna goes, right, so Haberim is back. So what do we do about this?
Nothing so far. Until he actually forces us to a confrontation, nothing.
She kind of nods her head. She's like, well, I suppose that's good enough. I feel a bit bad for Shorelia. She used to be, like I said, she used to be one of my crew members back when we used to be on the, well, like when we were serving under Baristi. But
Okay.
if she's defected to some other side, I will have no qualms about cutting her in two.
More like she's not even human no more. Well, actually, she wasn't human in the first place. She's no longer a tiefling no more.
I get the feeling I should have come with you guys.
This is our new
Anyway.
plan.
What is this?
I would agree. You probably should have came because we got chunked by a bunch of salami things and ugly ass things.
It basically it is quite possible. No, it is quite possible.
Yeah.
Anyway. Alright. I do realize that these recent events aren't very promising for us. First, we have to deal with an empire that apparently is in league with hell, and now they're demons too. And most of you probably didn't sign up for this. So,
To be fair, I signed up to protect
see it more of... What is it, Jack?
No, I was just saying. To be fair, I signed up to protect you, so I guess I kind of did sign up for this.
Maybe. Anyway, my point is, given that we are apparently surrounded by fiends wanting to kill us, and it is probably not why you signed up to be a pirate, if you have any second thoughts about staying with us, you should probably think about that, and, well, we'll find a way to leave you somewhere before we continue. However, I don't want anyone backing out once we're actually knee-deep in everything.
Donna kind of laughs. She's like, well, you won't have a problem with me backing out. Given the shit that we've already been through, I don't really care too much about fighting some demons or hell or whatever the hell it is that we're going to be fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Astrid simply is just quiet because, well, she didn't bring her pen and paper with her. Ultras, of course, goes, well,
Well,
I'm
that's-
here. I'm here for the long run anyway, so.
And I'll follow you
I-
to hell and back.
I won't be leaving anytime soon myself. I mean, been around this long.
Murloc nods his head in agreement and he goes, Murloc understands the same thing. He knew what he signed up for when he joined this ship.
What about you, Red?
I'm not really clear on how all of this is working out in terms of freeing New Acadia, but I suppose that the way this crew is going, we're going towards screwing over Acadia, and I'm okay with that.
No demons,
That
no
is-
power.
Well, screwing over Acadia is more or less exactly what we're about to do.
Well, I'm entirely in favor of that.
Good. Galadin?
Hmm. We'll keep going.
Okay. Udadak?
Hmm. I'm sorry, I missed the question.
Will you stay with us?
That was a question?
That was a question.
Yes?
So you don't care about Inferno demons or beings or pit fiends or any of that shit?
It's more interesting than sitting around doing nothing.
Exactly. And what about Lyra?
Lyra believes she's already made it very clear that she will not be leaving this crew anytime soon.
Well, I imagine being a high elf in Giovanna would be a much more relaxing way to spend one's time.
Lyra shrugs her shoulders. Lyra, it did not seem appealing to Lyra at the time.
If you think so. Okay then. Any other things you want to discuss, bring to my attention, talk about?
How about Belkar's picture?
Yeah, I was gonna give Kaladin my my painting that he requested so nicely.
Are you handing it over breakfast?
Yes.
Callan looks at it.
Roll me a fortitude and a will save.
Okay, well, hold on. What is my fortitude save?
As a matter of fact,
All right.
Lyra and Enoch will have to make fortitude saves as well. Hmm. Okay, so you passed the will save and you passed the fortitude save. That's good. Enoch also passed the fortitude save. Lyra did not pass hers though. This painting smells horrible. It smells like it's covered in like sewage. And and the actual painting itself is just so crazy abstracted, mind-boggling that it just almost melts your mind just looking at this, trying to decipher what it is.
Roll for sanity.
Pretty much that's what the will save was for. Lyra kind of
Callan folds it back.
almost loses her breakfast over it.
Belkar just walks away and says, "You're welcome."
I stepped back and almost fall out my seat because she almost threw up on me.
That's right, I should probably roll a will save too, shouldn't I? This is how much
God.
attention I was paying for a moment. Let's see
No,
what
no.
happens!
No, you don't have to. Only people who look at this picture will have to.
Oh, okay, then I'm
I
good.
want to look at it.
You know, I'm gonna look at it too, just to see if it's that bad.
And what is
No,
this?
you guys don't. Don't. It's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it.
Well, I didn't know Belcar could paint. I want to see. Okay.
Then let's do it outside of the room, not where breakfast is. This thing stinks to high hell.
Are you saying you don't like it?
I'm saying it did its job.
It's wonderful. It's a Belcar original. Unique, and no one could ever reproduce the same thing.
Hey, Mr. Scruffy helped too.
Can I weaponize this?
You can turn it into a bomb, maybe.
Hey, no, it comes upon that realization. Think
Belkar
bomb.
will now become a an art trader in Acadia.
You wanted fortitude and will, right? Was
Yes.
that it? Okay, yeah. There's the fortitude, there's the will.
Okay, time to roll my fortitude wheel. Oh God, so quiet.
I'm just listening to Back to Hell and Back and Back to Hell.
Of course you are.
Because I played Lion the other day. It was so much fun. I insta-gib Clinks at level
Oh
6.
God. Yeah, that'll happen. What's that? You have 800 health. Stun. Alt. Death.
Mhm.
Is someone muted without meaning to or
I
something?
I don't know.
I am.
Of course.
Okay.
Holy sh!
How long have I been muted?
Um,
Quite a while, yeah.
long enough?
Just before the fortitude saves.
Which ones?
The
Right
later.
and Jax.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so Kaladin, you gotta pass on the fort save. Um, you pass the fort. So pretty much, you gotta
I,
pass on the fort save for Kaladin, pass on the fort save for Enoch.
I heard I think we heard up to Belcar original and then you went quiet.
Okay, my elbow must have hit my mute button then.
Yeah.
Cardav passed the. Oh no, wait, no. Cardav did not pass the fort save, so he's nauseated. He did pass the will save. Jack passed the fort save, and he passed the will save. But it's just like, so Cardav, you are now nauseous.
Well, I'm not certain about the paint used, but it's actually not bad.
Aw, thanks.
It's like, okay, I'd like to
Belkar
point out
smiles
that
proudly.
there are parts of the painting that do make sense. The part made by Mr. Scruffy, but other parts are just like, is that an arm or is that an eyebrow or is it supposed to be a smiley face or a leg? I can't tell.
I think the painting's wonderful. The choice of materials is questionable, but the painting itself is wonderful.
I'm glad you all enjoy it. Maybe I'll have to start painting more.
You should for our enemies and plant it in their base when you go stealing stuff in there.
And
Did
then
we actually
insanity
ever-
awaits.
I know out of character we designed a flag, but did we actually get one in character? Because Belcar could make it.
Yes, it's on my banner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, with that, most people disperse from breakfast. However, Astrid says that she needs to have a word with Enoch.
I was waiting for you to make a pun on the word bit. Okay, but fair enough. You have disappointed me. Anyway, let's proceed. Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
Never mind, wait.
I was gonna say, before we get to Enoch and Astrid, though, I want to take care of everybody else. Is anyone else doing
Yes.
anything specifically?
I was going to give Astrid her necklace.
It's not finished yet. It will take another. It will take another 3 days.
Oh, well, never mind. I'm going back to my forest to work on it. Actually, I'm actually going to bed. Fuck that shit. Then I'll wake up and do it.
I need to get
Murloc,
Donna, and we need to train people.
Murloc is going to go into the kitchen and start cleaning shit up. Cardev can do whatever he pleases.
Cardiff will clean a table first and then go to the kitchen to do the same.
Alright. Ultras is going to go downstairs to take care of the war puppies and probably Rex as well.
Really?
Belkar, what do you want to do?
Did you say Belkar?
Yes, Belcock.
I'm going to go and nap, seeing as I didn't get too much sleep last night making my lovely painting.
Indeed, it is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Alrighty, so Kaladin retrieved Donna to go train the people on the top deck. Before that, though, Donna does ask that they help to get the water off the top deck, though. In other words, swabbing the poop deck. And
That's their
starboard.
job.
Yes, I know it is. So, you're just gonna get to doing that. Um, Lyra's probably gonna make her way to the library because she spends a lot of her day reading.
Nerd.
Utadak is probably going to make his way to the engine room. Which, by the way, Utadak, you're going to make me a perception check soon.
Oh dear. Now or later?
After we get this stuff settled with Enoch.
Just say the word.
Okay. Hold on, I need to. There we go. Move something. There we go. Okay, now we get to Enoch and Astrid.
What can I do for the most beautiful mute on the planet?
She holds up a letter.
Useful.
I grab it.
It has. See you, Sonia. It has from Mogget written on it.
Oh. I
And it is
open it.
addressed to you, it is addressed to you, in fact.
I guessed as much, but yes, I open it.
How would Mogget write a letter?
Yes, that is a question.
Very silly one. I mean, this basically prestige. Oh, I can never.
Is the handwriting literally cat scratch?
That level 1, that level 0 spell.
Ha! Ha, ha.
Prestidigitation, I believe. Prestidigitation. Yes.
Alrighty. So, it somewhat reads as such. Dear Enoch, if you are receiving this letter, then I have met an unfortunate an end via Hakwa's predictions, if it may have been at the hands of an old familiar friend of mine. I have... No. The friend is in quotations.
Damn these ex-lovers.
Ha ha ha. Okay. As such, I have but a few simple requests from you. One, I ask that you take care of Milady in my stead. She is a delicate woman and requires some amount of care. I can't be around to protect her anymore, and as such, I'm leaving the position to you. Should I ever meet you again and I find that Milady has been harmed, I assure you that you will pay dearly for it. My next request is a simple one, and it involves the second piece of paper attached to this letter. It is a map. For when you reach the Wild Continent, it contains within the map the location and how to get to a dungeon by the name of Mogget. I, for one, find you to be unsuited as a pilot for the ship hosted there. However, given our relationship and what you're doing for me, I am at least indebted to give you some. You can only retrieve it at the dungeon, unfortunately. I warn you that the Mogget that you meet there will not be the same Mogget that you've been known to associate with. I wish you nothing but luck in your future quest. I'd love to even include more in this letter, but I can only write so much down on this paper. I will, at the very least, affirm your suspicion. I will, at the very least, affirm your suspicions that, as you may have suspected, I was, in a sense, a spirit of a ship. You can understand. You understands what this. You can understand what this means.
Mhm.
Once again, I ask that you keep me lady safe. Best of luck, Margaret.
Mm. Well, I fold the letter and the map together and store them securely in my code. I probably will always keep them there because it's rather important.
Mm-hmm.
And I nod to Astrid and say, "Thank you."
Astrid,
And
Astrid not having her board cannot really say anything back.
I know you cannot reply at the moment, but just let me say that, as I've said before, we are we very much appreciate your presence and the services you perform for us here. And I would be sad to see you go.
Nods her head. And with that gets up from the table and walks into the med bay.
Do you need anything else?
Shakes her head no.
Okay.
Alrighty then. Now let's get to Uradak. Unless Enoch has anything he wants to do now.
Nothing pressing. I would just start my training on the deck.
Okay. When you arrive on top deck, of course, Kaladin is training Fezra and Elise in how to use the turrets, as Donna is helping to instruct them as well, i.e. they are learning how to be siege engineers. The rest of these guys are kind of slacking off because Jack is not there to hammer them for once, and Belkar can't do it in his stead. So Uradak, let's get that perception check.
Oh boy. Alright, this should be entertaining. Yes!
Alright, so as you're working on the in the engine, you don't see anything at all, but you do hear something unusual going on. This goes on for about an hour and then it stops.
I think it's more disconcerting that the noise stopped. I am going to look for this.
Alright, roll me a second perception check as well.
Oh god. Yes!
Okay, so
I really need to put some points in perception.
yeah, it actually is a very useful skill. Alrighty, so as you are, as the sound disappears, you suddenly become way more interested in this and begin searching around the engine. Tucked inside a small little part of the engine, you see a small little spider-like circular creature with one eye staring back at you. It kind of beeps a bit when it sees you and retreats into the lower coils of your engine.
Oh, shit. Any way I can identify it?
Knowledge Arcana.
Oh boy. Well, at least I've got a good chance on that. Buh.
And back. What I miss?
You recall, nothing much.
Cool.
You recall seeing something like this before, back when you guys were on the Doku airship. They deliberately pointed them out to you. It's something called an observer golem. It is something made by Patrul. However, this is your first time actually seeing one outside of the Doku colony.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to take it that this is a bad thing.
You can take whatever way you want.
Well, we shall see. I'm gonna try and fish the damn thing out of there. Let me see here. What could I do to do that?
Animate rope.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we gave it back to you.
I don't believe anybody
Yeah,
actually.
it wasn't explicitly said that you guys gave it back to him is the problem.
Snowshoe.
Yes, that's right. Belcar has a snowshoe now.
No, I have
Also-
2
Can
snowshoes.
someone like find an image of like a rat man like about to swing a sword down and shove a snowshoe in it? Like really?
I probably could, yeah, but not right now. I want to check if I have something in my spell book.
So next level, I'm gonna take weapon focus snowshoe.
Well,
Clearly, it is a superior weapon.
Clearly. It worked.
Dude, that's an OP improvised weapon. 1d8?
Yeah, that's pretty
Damn.
awesome.
It's pretty heavy. It will always be unwieldy though.
can I use prestidigitation as a manner of grabbing something?
Do you have the oh god, what is it? Unseen Servant. Unseen Servant is one that comes to mind.
I think I
Also-
have it, but I don't have it
Oh, okay,
prepared.
then
Actually,
probably
no.
not.
I think you want Mage Hand, actually.
Yeah, I
Yes, Mage Hand is
I
also a
could
good
use
one.
Mage Hand, but I also don't have that prepared.
Ah,
That's the problem. um, but what is Mage Hand? 1 second. D20, go, go, go. Is it Conjuration, by chance?
Mage Hand?
Yeah,
It's either Conjuration or Evocation.
Transmutation.
Really, it's Transmutation.
It is a transmutation spell.
Wow, that's surprising. It is a Hand of Force, and it is Transmutation.
Yep,
Okay.
that is unfortunate.
Yes.
Do I have anything else?
You could just get your rope from somebody.
I could, but that would be too easy. Actually, would I be able to cast Animate Rope on some of the tubing inside the engine?
I would not recommend doing so because some of those tubings pump valuable coolant and other such things into the engine.
True. Gotta have something. Gotta have something. Let's see. I know I have a spell. I know what I can do. I just have to figure out if I can do it. Oh, that could work. Something small. Hehehe. Perfect plan. Oh crap, I need the monster list. Where is it? Well, yes, I know that, but why isn't that a link to it? God, oh, it's down here. Okay. One would do. Two might work as well. I'm going to. Which of these is the best choice? I can do up to 2, 3? I think I can do 3. Yeah, I can do 3. Anything in there that's good?
You're gonna choose rats, aren't you?
Well, I'm trying to figure it out.
Set of conjuration.
Yep, pretty much. I'm going to... Yeah, I guess that's the best choice.
Shadow Conjuration is a mind-affecting ability, is it not?
But, now you've got me
Because
questioning.
I was gonna say, as a golem, you do realize that it won't be affected by that.
But
Because
the
you
thing
know
is,
at least you can know at least that much.
thing is, 1 second.
I know it's a weird spell. That's what one of the things that bothers me about Shadow Conjuration is that it both is and is not a mind affecting spell.
What?
Shadow Conjuration is weird.
Oh no, it is not. It is
No,
not a
it's
mind
not a
affecting
mind
spell.
affecting. I
It's a
literally,
will to disbelieve.
yeah.
Okay,
Which,
you can use this spell.
technically, this thing doesn't have a brain. Could it disbelieve?
Yes? I
Okay.
feel like that's the answer. Yes.
I don't know. I mean, is it smart enough to realize that something in front of it isn't real?
Let's find out.
Well, I know it's gonna have a will save. Well, but technically, it's only will to disbelieve damage, not the fact that it's there.
Hmm. Yeah, let's just roll with it. Let's go.
Yeah. Anyhow, now that we've got that settled, I'm just trying to figure out the best thing to conjure.
Anaconda?
I can't make an anaconda. I can make a viper, but
That could work.
vipers are too small. I mean, it would be great for getting around the engine, but it couldn't do anything. Let's bite the metal thing. Oh God, my teeth.
I was more like thinking wrap around and bring it up to you.
Yeah, that's constrictor, not a viper.
Well, make it a constrictor, my bad.
Yeah, I don't think I can technically.
Yeah, technically he can't.
Damn.
If he could conjure some rats.
Though Summon Monster 2 Alternatives has Venomous Snake, though no constrictors. Oh hey, number 3, Constrictor Snake. Done and done.
Alrighty. So you shadow conjure in some constrictor snakes into your engine to chase this thing. As it beeps and boops, a kind of shriek of, well, I wouldn't really say a shriek, but kind of like a panicking sound, and crawls up to the upper parts of the engine and continues to try and flee. It moves a lot faster than your snake can. It's ridiculous. It does get into the library as no one's on the same floor as Lyra, unfortunately, so no one would really hear her scream when she sees it. Let's see, who's a floor up?
Me?
Oh wait, no. All the NPCs are on the same floor. All the NPCs are on the same floor as her, and Jack is on the floor below. Belcar is on the floor below. Uradak is at the floor below, and well within being able to hear it.
Well, I was gonna say I should be able to hear this. I think.
And we'll go ahead and say that Cardav and Murloc could have a chance to hear it. Astrid could not. So go ahead and everyone make me perception checks just to make sure that you can actually hear this, mostly because you guys aren't on the same floor.
I assume I'm fine.
You're fine.
Yeah. Because seeing it disappear, I'm going to climb up through the engine anyway.
Well, Cardav actually got a pass. That's the surprising part.
Belkar is too tired to hear it or pay attention.
Or care.
Yep.
Jack is also the same. But Murloc also hears it as Lyra lets out a brief shriek at the sight of this thing.
Oh shit.
It continues to run.
Well then. I will climb up and follow it.
Alright.
Oh my god, it's like a little portal thing. It's so cute.
Calm down.
Alright, so Uradak has climbed his way up to the engine. Lyra is standing on top of a desk, terrified. Whereas you hear the other people coming down the hallway, and Murloc turns to Cardav. Murloc, Cardav, you just hear Lyra scream?
I'm wondering if Carolyn's doing something again. But if we can hear it from here, she's doing it in the wrong place. We better go check.
You alright there, Izzy?
You guys get to about right here, as the observer golem is stuck in the middle of the hallway. These guys now spot it. It's like, what the hell is that thing? You hear, Cardav and Murloc can hear it now as well, as it kind of beep boop shrieks, and begins running down the stairs.
You turned him into a woman. Are you happy now, CA?
Isn't this always been your dream?
I thought he was the wife, so this makes sense.
Well, absolutely.
All right, so everyone can spin around trying to get closer to this thing.
Just look at it. It's just...
So I saw how fast it is, correct?
Yes, it can. It seems like it can move about 40. It seems like it moves 40 feet.
Haste.
Worth.
Worth. And now,
Okay.
what does that give me for movement on a half action?
Moving on a half action, that's 50 feet.
Okay.
All right. By this point, you've run into
That's 40.
both. You've run into both Cardev and Murloc, who are running down the stairs.
Boom. That's 50.
Oh yeah,
All
I
right.
guess full movement. I only moved half. I could move another. I'm stuck.
Yep.
I'm
Nope.
stuck.
You move Cardev and Murloc from on top.
There we go. Okay, that's 5, 10, 15. A little further away from it so it doesn't
All right.
get too skittish.
That means Murloc can make it to about right here. As you guys have surrounded the thing, it kind of shivers a bit, and
Oh, why would you make it do that?
and runs up the side of the wall to try and get on the ceiling.
Can I do a reaction of some type? Do I get an
Yes.
attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Can I grapple it during
Yes.
that? Okay.
No, wait, no. You can't
Oh.
grapple during attack of opportunities. I'm sorry.
Can I kick it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not going to hit.
Don't.
What do I roll for an attack of opportunity?
You blitz tap bonus?
1d20 plus your melee attack bonus.
Okay. I'm a wizard. And I missed.
Okay, so Unadok misses as this thing just runs up the side of the wall, and it stands on top of the ceiling, looking down at you as it kind of turns its head slightly to the side and beep boops in a happy tone.
Oh my god!
Can
Well,
Jack
I know
hear it
what-
now?
I have a plan. When it's
So
my
do
turn,
I.
I shall enact it.
Okay, Murloc takes out his trident and has a poke at it on the ceiling.
Don't hurt it.
Down! Murloc's like, really?
I want it. I need this.
Well, Ulrich, I know you liked machines, but
I'm more interested in what it has seen.
All right, at this point, the other members of your crew have made it down the stairs and see this thing on the ceiling. And it's just like, what is that? As it kind of, by the way, it's still your turn, so you have something you can do in response
Who, me?
before this thing takes its action. Yes.
Oh, okay. Is it looking at me?
Yes.
Color spray.
That will not work on this thing. Color spray is mind affecting.
Damn, you're right. Well, I was kind of just hoping to blind it.
Black tentacles.
Tiny little tentacles to wrap around it. Anyhow.
No!
Let's see what we have.
I'm just gonna go, because you're gonna hurt the thing.
I'm catching this bastard. Okay, I know what I'm doing. I still have a full turn left, right?
Yes.
Spider climb.
I knew it! I was like, here comes the spider climb. hasted spider climb. So you are
Yeah.
now on the ceiling with it.
Damn straight I am.
You still have enough actions left where you could. Oh wait, no, standard action to cast spider climb.
I know.
So
But
yeah,
I'm on top of it now.
it kind of whirls and beeps as you do that, and it tries to get away. Attack of opportunity. You can roll an attack of opportunity now.
Okay. Ah!
That is a hit.
Come here, you little bastard. I have to roll for damage still, don't I?
Yes.
What the hell am I even rolling?
1d4 plus your 1d4 plus your strength.
So 1d4 minus my strength.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely no damage is done.
Can I at least knock it over or something?
It's at least 1 damage. You are correct. It seems to just kind of shrug the bow, just kind of. You know the sound that kind of like the sound of an injured animal, kind of makes that and whizzes off down to the
damn it.
cargo bay.
You will be mine.
The other members of the crew member who have arrived just kind of go, "What is that thing?"
Long story. Catch it.
Okay. Murloc, of course, is taking off at a full sprint to try to catch this thing. 60, right there. These guys get to move 60 as well.
It's some kind of baby cyclops.
That's exactly what it is, yes.
I don't know who linked the Mini Hill theme, but that's very appropriate. Yes.
How far is running again? I can't remember.
Running is 4 times your movement speed.
Right. Okay.
That's not what I'm looking for.
That means I can go here.
Alright, Unodoc, you get to move.
Okay. Shit, it's more than 50 away. God damn it, I'm never gonna catch the bastard. I can
70,
move...
so you got 30 more when you move yourself to the other staircase.
Okay. That's more than enough.
Alright, you are now on top of this thing. Again.
Again.
As Ultra sees Cardav, Murloc, and Unodoc climb out of the ceiling, and she's like, what in the world is going on?
iBot, grab it.
Alright. So, this thing tries to run away again.
That's another attack of opportunity, god damn it.
Yes, it is. That's a miss.
That's a miss.
Alright. So now you have Ultras in this. She casts Levitate on herself and tries to go towards this thing. I'm going to give it a reflex save to avoid her grab. That is a pass! So she tries to grab it as it just boop, shrinks itself. It kind of crouches upwards to avoid it. And she's like, God damn it!
Well done.
Murloc is, of course, still chasing. By foot, but it's now way too high up on the ceiling for him to reach. $15.
Do I get to move again, or?
Yes, yes you do.
Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
And that's it. Good. Yeah.
So this time, it tries to. This time it's going to try and move. Ultras is going to get an attack of opportunity on it. That was, of course, a hit.
Don't break it.
Let's see. 8. She does not break it, but it does get somewhat badly injured, and falls off the ceiling and onto the ground. As it then squirms and cowers in between these two boxes.
Oh my god.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
God damn it. Oh, wait. I'm gonna move here, drop, and make a grapple check.
Okay.
Belly flop.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ah!
What is a grapple check on this? It's my
1d20?
CMB or
Yeah, plus 1d20.
1d20 plus CMB.
I give him a bonus because he's jumping off the ceiling for it, like literally.
Yeah, I'll give you. I'll say that you don't provoke an attack of opportunity because you jumped off the ceiling for it.
Okay. Oh my god, my CMB is terrible.
Don't
You
worry,
are
this thing,
known.
this thing does not have the best CMD.
Mine's a 3.
You may have a problem.
Of course I will.
Okay, so you try and grapple the thing as it jumps above your hands, and it just keeps on going.
Little bastard. I will
Oh,
get
actually,
you.
Actually, it can't move because it's not its turn yet. So these guys come around the corner, and they are going to try and grapple it as well. All three of them are going to try to assist you in the grapple on this thing. So
Good.
let's go ahead and.
Dogpile.
Oops, that should not have been that. That should be should be set to an X value actually. 1d20 plus. It's 1d20 plus X, and then it'll question me the value of X. Correct?
Yes.
Yes. You should do plus X, and then X will be asked.
Okay. Value for X. 5. Okay, so it is actually Norbert who succeeds in grappling this thing as he dives for it. And, yeah!
Ratchet Superior.
Yeah, and gets a hold on this thing as it kind of just wears beeps and just like somewhat kind of tiny robot screams.
So RDD2 got you.
Yes.
Hand it over, Rat.
Alrighty, the chase is finally over, and he hands it over to you as it kind of looks at you with a sad robot eye.
Don't give me that look. We are going to my workshop.
Ultra says, "Well, would you mind explaining what it is first?
What does it look like?
I've never seen anything like that."
A baby Cyclops.
Exactly.
So it's a baby Cyclops. I didn't know Cyclops laid eggs. Is that an egg? It was moving, so it can't be an egg.
You keep trying to figure that out. I'm gonna go take a look at this.
Oh, poor Ultras.
Okay, so you're taking this back up to the engine room with you, as the rest of the people who are here just kind of disperse after having caught the thing and go back to their rooms. As Ultra sits down on the crate and tries to figure out what it is she just saw. And Verloc goes to Cardiff as he's like, "Have we seen that before?"
Can I roll wisdom for that? Because I have no idea.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Let's see. I have that much to it. Okay. Haven't done wisdom in a while. Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah, you distinctly remember that when you guys were up on the flotilla that you guys saw one and had it pointed out to you.
Aye, we saw one of those up on the floating flotilla place.
Murloc nods his head. He's like, "Murloc, think we probably leave Dock to that. That's not Murloc's specialty. Too many machine clicky parts on it."
Aye.
Alright, Murloc's going to head back to the kitchen because that's where he feels he's going to be comfortable.
So, Cardiff.
Alright, so let's get to Utadoc. Again. So, you've got this little golem, and so far it's been compliant when you take it to your workshop and your little work table in the corner.
I'm going to put it in a tiny little cage, just in case.
Okay, so you put it in this tiny little cage, and when you put it in there, it looks like it's depressed.
Don't give me that look.
It kind of seems to let out a robotic whine.
Uh-huh. Good try. Not gonna work on me. Now,
Jesus. Oh my god.
why are you here?
It kind of clicks, beeps, and whoops at you.
Can I just throw out some stupid-ass language test?
Um,
Linguistics test just because?
yes.
Okay. Please, 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 please. Okay.
It is speaking in a manner of arcane formula. That can be deciphered with a knowledge arcana test.
Oh god. Hey, look.
All right. So you take down a piece of paper, write it down, and translate it, and it says, It says, "I was just looking. Don't hurt me."
Didn't intend to hurt you. I just want to know why you're here and what you saw.
More clicks, beeps, and whirs. Of course, you decipher it again. It seems to be saying that it was just doing as it was told, was just observing you guys on your ship until it got to its next destination, and it was going to split off and go observe something else.
By who?
It kind of was a patrol.
Hmm. Interesting. Was that a name or just a... Bleh.
It is the
I remember-
name.
Okay.
I remember
No.
that.
The Pachu is the guy who makes the golems. He made what's his name? Badass samurai guy.
Yes, I do remember
Yes,
this
he
now.
made Momonosuke.
Yes.
And he has, and you were told back when you guys were on the flotilla, you were told he has billions of these observer golems around at one time, observing different areas to see things. This one apparently does not cloak as well as the other ones, though. Because normally you're not supposed to see them. Which means this may be a defective model.
Hmm.
I will keep
Interesting.
it for myself.
Well, that's certainly one consideration.
You've been wanting a familiar. Here you go. And you've been wanting one that's kind of like a golem. Here you go.
This might be a little extreme. So,
I don't think anyone would complain if you took this as
I wouldn't.
I certainly wouldn't.
so, I know who that is. Why did he send you here?
It turns its little head to the side, clicks and beeps, and it says, "To see."
I'm not going to get anywhere doing this, am I?
Not really.
To see what?
The world.
Mm-hmm. Why with us specifically?
You happen to be here.
I see.
Oh my god, is this stowaway? Oh.
Hmm. I will be back. I'm going to go confer with the captain on this.
It clicks and beeps and sits and kind of sits down patiently.
Be good. Don't break out of that little cage. And maybe I'll let you out if you're still there.
Clicks and beeps and boots. It pretty much just equates to yes.
Alright. Off we go to find the captain.
Well,
He-
probably still busy on the deck.
Yes, he's on the top deck of the ship, still training. Fezra and Elise are having information pounded into their head very quickly and very rapidly about how to use siege weapons, and they're just like, kind of get it?
Oh, Captain. I have something.
Okay, what is it, Udadog?
You might want to just come look at it.
Where are you?
I kind of assumed I just went to find him, so I would be standing beside
Oh,
him.
my bad. Yeah, I'm sorry. Alright, lead the way.
down to my workshop here. We've got an interesting visitor.
Visitor?
You'll love this.
What is it?
Well, does it look familiar?
By the way, as it is waiting for you, it does start. Its mechanical whirring and humming seems to sound like this.
Oh dear.
In the ghetto.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that somebody playing whatever he linked, or is that Izzy again?
That's Izzy again.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
You could move out of the ghetto,
Yes.
and what is it doing here?
Well, it says it was told to watch us, and then continue on its way to other places.
And why us?
That's what I said. It said because we're here.
Huh.
Yeah.
It only wants to learn.
But it seems that our good friend Pachu is who sent this along.
Huh.
So, figure that one out.
What do you think we should do?
Well, we could always pay him a visit. Seeing as we're never supposed to see these things, I'm getting the feeling that it's not in the best of condition. Or it's decided to let itself be seen. Both of which I think would be against his regular orders.
I don't think we have the time for any sort of excursions like that at the moment.
Unfortunately, I probably have to agree with you on that one.
So, what do you plan to do? Destroy it?
Well, there's no harm in keeping it around if it doesn't go anywhere.
Are you sure it can't escape?
No. I could do my best to prevent it, but I'm not going to say that it won't.
What about some symbols to secure the cage?
I might be able to research some, but I suppose I could always just lock it.
Oh damn! I linked the instrumental version. What was I doing?
You did. It's also good.
Should have been that one.
Is it dangerous?
Well, it didn't hurt any of us. From the looks of it, the most it could do is give you a little shock. The real question is, what can it send to its owner? Can it transmit anything? Or is it just there to see?
Anyway, how we could find that out?
It would take some looking and some research.
I have the utmost faith in you.
Wonderful. I will keep checking. Until then, I'll just leave him here, and if he turns out to be a nice little friendly and helpful little guy, I might see what I can do with him.
Sounds good. But don't hesitate to destroy it if something
When you
goes
say the
wrong.
word destroy it, it tries to cloak. And it only kind of half cloaks, where you can still kind of see an outline of it, but it is still doing a pretty good job of maintaining what would be called invisibility.
See? Told you it wasn't working right.
Seems to be afraid.
Well, you did say you would destroy it.
Whatever.
Alright. I will keep an eye on it and see what I can figure out.
I'm sure you'll do. Anything else?
That's it for now.
Okay. Excellent. Well done, Nudadak. As always.
Yeah, sure.
Alrighty, now
Trying,
it's just you
I'm
and this.
trying to come with some positive motivation here, but to no avail.
Alrighty, so once Enoch leaves, it uncloaks itself and just kind of clicks and turns around and looks at you curiously.
So, now I need to find out if you can let anyone else know what you see.
It kind of turns its head to the side.
I have no idea how to do that. Anyway, I can see if there's any magic at work here aside from the golem itself.
Detect magic!
Well, yes, I will do that. That's a spellcasting.
Yes. We need 20 plus spellcaster.
Or spellcraft, sorry.
Spellcraft.
Spellcraft. Yeah.
Yeesh.
That is a pass, though. You can tell it has some manner of a scrying spell on it, so a reverse scrying spell could, in theory, work. However, without reverse scrying spell, it's pretty much just going to it's going to be sending its information off to a place, and nothing's going to really stop that.
I see. What have I got? I haven't got anything for that, unfortunately.
Ask the board.
Well, who on this ship might have scrying? I guess.
Well,
Ask
oh,
the board.
Shut up, Izzy.
Lyra.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Lyra did with the whole astronomy thing.
I will pay a visit to Lyra.
Alright, when you find Lyra, she's no longer standing on top of the deck, but she still seems a bit shaken.
Hello, Lyra? Lyra?
She puts down her book. As she goes, "Did you guys kill it?"
No, I've actually got it in a cage downstairs.
You're not gonna crush the little bug?
Not yet. But I would like your help in seeing something.
Do I have to touch it?
I don't know. Do you have to touch it to do reverse scrying?
Lyra does not have access to reverse scrying. She can scry herself, but she cannot reverse scry.
So, let me think here. Can you think of any way to find out where it may have come from or where it may be sending information?
Lyra can perform that with a scry, assuming that it is not warded against scrying.
Alright, well, let's give it a shot then.
Alright, so she looks down, sees the little thing in the cage, and backs away from it.
It can't hurt you.
And performs a scrying. After a brief moment, she goes, Lyra sees an island not too far off away from Dravana. There is a house on it. There's a tiny little workshop. That is what Lyra sees.
Alright. Well then. What can we do about that? So it seems to be sending the information to the exact person that I assumed it was.
Lyra would assume that this is correct.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Ooh, I feel so special.
You're
Oh,
not. You're known.
yeah. Alright, so. Do you know any way to stop scrying?
Lyra thinks about it for a moment. Lyra believes there are many different ways to avoid scrying. There are quite a few spells Lyra knows that actually block people from scrying on you and block the presence of scrying on a entire area. Lyra does not have access to any of these spells, but she's at least aware of them.
Of course not. Unfortunately, I don't believe I have access to them either. And I don't sense anything other than the ability to scry.
Question, since I'm not a spellcaster. I got a question. Couldn't he just cast the spell magic on the scrying spell?
This is assuming that it works that way.
And assuming that I am a higher level than the person that cast the spell. Exactly.
Oh well.
We're talking about a master artificer here, guys.
You might as well
You
get
don't
used to getting spied on.
You don't get that kind of title by,
Which is the reason I'm going after blocking the scrying rather than destroying the scrying.
Exactly, which is the much better way to do it.
Yeah.
But you can't.
I think the best thing I could do is stick it in my bag of holding.
When you say stick it in bag of holding, the Azure Golem kind of looks at you sadly.
Now, I didn't say I was going to. I said it would be the best choice. Of course, I could just put a piece of paper over your eye, too.
It kind of just beeps and whirs. Those things like, how will I see?
Exactly. Of course, I suppose, at this point, he already knows everything that's going on, so there's no point. Whatever.
He's like, I'm bored now. I give up.
Alright, Lyra just kind of takes a step back. She says, do you have any more questions for Lyra, or was that it?
No, you can go now. I'm satisfied.
Alright, so the thing looks at the lock on the cage expectingly.
Now, before I take it out, what do I have available for materials?
All manners of metals and such.
What's the strongest thing I can get my hands on, either here or up in the forge?
Adamantine.
Is Jack nearby?
Yes.
I'm going to walk over
He's
to... I'm going to find
asleep
Jack.
in his room. So, he's
You
asleep
think
in his room.
you think Udon gives a shit?
You
No,
know,
he doesn't.
no shit's given. Jack!
Knock, knock, bitches!
Get up.
Ah,
I'll knock on his door with my hammer.
God damn it, I'm up. God damn it, what do you want, Udon?
I need your forging expertise. Much as I hate to say that.
What's up?
I need the strongest material you have, made into a chain.
I don't care. Do I have adamantine I can on hold that I can make a chain out of?
Yes. And it would not take. And it wouldn't even take too long to make. It'd probably take you about 6 hours.
I can make an adamantine chain. Yes.
Perfect.
Anything special you want? Just a chain.
Just a chain. Maybe with a clasp on one end.
A class. All right. I cried. Getting up, and I go in my forge and prepare to make a touch. Never mind. I'm just gonna make a chain. I was gonna say 2 chains, but yeah.
Ugh.
Boo. Boo.
All right. I'm sorry.
You
Anyway,
better
I make the chain, and I'm gonna roll the world. Can I Can I take a 10? No, I see you can't. Okay.
I didn't say you couldn't, but
Can I?
yeah, you're right. You can't because it's crafting.
See, I can answer my own questions. So
If you had an unlimited source of adamantine, sure.
Yeah. Actually, that's enough past where you get it done in an hour, because why not?
Cool.
Okay, so you come back with an adamantine chain, and Urdak is already back in the engine room.
Well, and maintain chain. Hope you enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
Are you going to probably keep that in the maintain chain, or?
I'll be holding on to it for now.
Okay, good. Because I'm about to say,
And yeah, you see the little golem inside the cage as it looks at you and turns its head to the side and beeps.
that thing's
What?
adorable.
Is it? Can it turn its head, or is it literally turning its entire body?
Imagine the turrets from Portal being able to turn their little body sections a little bit.
So yeah, it's literally just turning its entire body.
Yes.
Okay. It's just tilting to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's kind of adorable.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Mind if I stand and watch?
I make no promises that you won't get zapped.
Meh, I've been here about. I took a fucking breath of a dragon. I've had worse.
Alright. Well, let's have some fun then. I will find the best spot that I can and try and wrap the chain around it before letting it out of the cage.
Alright, that would probably be around one of its legs.
Okay. And, of course, using the handy adamantine clasp that's attached to the end, I will secure it in place.
Alrighty. It doesn't seem to object or oppose as you do this.
Perfect. Now I'll open the cage.
Alright, it kind of walks out of the cage a little bit slowly and looks up at you kind of questioningly.
This is just a security measure for now. For the time being, until you prove that you're not going anywhere or doing anything.
It beeps twice and jumps off the table and climbs onto your shoulder.
Alright. Friendly little bugger.
Jack tries to pet it.
Of course he does.
It is very smooth. It is very smooth, and it does not complain.
Nice.
Well, there's not much here that you probably haven't already seen, so...
Time for me to go.
Well, no, not you. I was talking to the thing.
Oh, good.
For now, that's all we need.
Good.
You can go if you wish.
Alright, I'm gonna go find the captain and see if I can spar with him.
Okay.
I'm just going to sit here and look at the thing for a while.
It doesn't really do much other than look around every once in a while and beep occasionally. I will make a note that when you get back to trying to work on the engine though, it does bring you your supplies as needed, and the exact supplies that you need, in fact.
Handy, to say the least.
You should give it a name, by the way, because I did not do such a thing.
I'll find one eventually. Something something weasel syndrome.
He shall call a weasel for his missing weasel that he misses.
For now, it is Observer Golem.
Yes.
Rename
Could be worse.
away.
No.
Uh, and Jai, to answer your question, I can't provide you with a picture of this because I've had this picture on my computer for about 3 months now, so I have no idea where I found it anymore.
All right, I found it.
You could just send
okay.
him the file.
Oh, okay, you found it. Yeah, that's right. One of my DeviantArt things. Yes, and you're right. I could send in the file. Okay. So Jack goes on top board of the ship, and well, let's just go ahead and time skip a bit forward, if we would.
Mhm.
So around 2 weeks pass. Nothing interesting really happens. Things get on the ship are a lot quieter now that Jinu and Ulam are gone. And just to kind of get a few things out of the way, um, Ultra's
Does
made a full
Stella have her
recovery.
own room yet?
Yeah, she does. And
Okay, for business.
any projects that people were working on, by the way, it's split in half with Murloc's room because there was enough room for it. Not as many people are, of course, using her services anymore because,
They're
The
not
200
entirely
bastards are
perverts.
dead.
yes. Give me a moment. Moving this over here. I'm just going to fix it so that they have their rooms. I'm too lazy to do that. I'm too lazy to do that right now. Who am I kidding? I will do that later.
You
Okay,
could. Never mind.
so Stella has her room finished. Um, all right. So just to go person by person, Ultras doesn't seem to do much. Her injury doesn't really affect her too much, and in more than just a couple of days after the incident, she's back to her normal old self. Um, it takes Astrid about a week before she's fully back to her old self. Nothing really interesting happens with the crew because without the problem members here anymore, things go really smoothly. Fezra and Elise learn how to use the cannons decently well. Wouldn't trust them without supervision, though. And let's see. What else should I go with? We'll go with Okay, I probably should say the little observer golem. Little observer golem causes no problems with you the entire time it's there. If anything, it actually helps you more than anything. When there are spots that are too small, even for you to reach, it goes in there and fixes them for you inside the engine.
Wonderful.
And it hands you tools whenever you need them.
Even better.
So 2 weeks have passed, and you guys are about a week and a half away from where you guys could board off and begin your way into Acadia on foot, since that is the plan. You guys probably should discuss this,
During those 2 weeks, I would like to give Astrid her necklace.
which she, of course, accepts very happily, and she begins wearing regularly afterwards.
Good, good.
Then I will order the crew to assemble in the meeting room.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Boop. Boop. We got those boops right there. And then we need to move. Urdak, I'm assuming you take the little observer golem with you whenever you go someplace?
Sure.
Okay.
Whack.
Bach.
Baku,
Targath.
Baku.
Sounds like an anime character.
Baku the grappler.
Well, Baki, but yes, that is very close. Okay. So, your rack and flat crew is over here. Assemble! Okay. So everyone is assembled in the meeting room now.
Excellent. So, we are just about to make landfall, as it were. The plan as it is simply to infiltrate Acadia, visit the state of the noble we are planning to kill, which shouldn't be too far away from where we land. Well, the important bits to discuss is what to do with the ship, where to leave our most important equipment after we have done the killing, and any other things you have to bring up.
Most there is a brief pause in a moment. Before Rat at least asked, um, just out of curiosity, do I
Yes.
actually have to go with you and get arrested? I'm not saying that.
No, you will. All of you will probably stay here.
He nods his head. He's like, no problem, Captain. Um,
Now,
yes, moving along.
now. Anyone else?
Ultra's kind of. I'm also not too fond of the idea of getting imprisoned. I will come with you if you think it is necessary, but I think I could be of much better use if I stay here and keep watch over the ship for you. Of course.
That is actually not quite the purpose that is intended for you. What you and some other chosen ones will do is go into hiding into in Acadia, and you will be our main contact outside of the prison.
Wait, who?
I was talking to Ultras at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ultras does it.
At the moment, the people that I plan to take with me into the prison are, well, myself obviously, Kaladin, Jack, Cardaff, Belkar, and Udadak. A good mix of talents and capabilities.
Makes sense to me.
Ultras nods his head. It's also very reasonable to me as well.
Say those names again.
Basically all player characters.
Okay.
PCs only. NPCs need not apply.
Indeed.
No healer? Okay.
The thing is, I actually considered this. However, the problem is with Astrid. Astrid would probably even not be very okay with this at all, whatsoever.
Good point.
Astrid kind of puts up where she's like, I do have some hesitance with the idea, mostly because being on record inside of the prison could make me a more viable target and easier to find for those who are pursuing me at the moment than I would care to be.
That is why we do not plan to take you with us. However, still, I unfortunately have to expect you to help the group outside of the prison because you're the only one who has any first-hand local knowledge.
She nods her head slowly in agreement.
What's the
Thank
security
you.
like in the prison?
Well, supposedly very strict.
So I
As
probably
could
would be
be
able to
imagined.
use. So I probably would be able to use the sheath and blade stealth to sneak my weapon in, would I?
It is up to you whether you want to risk it. It's your weapon.
I'd rather not risk losing this weapon.
There we go.
They'd probably be pissed off if I let someone else hold it.
Likely.
So how are we going to escape?
That is where, well, obviously it will be easier once we know more from inside. However, that is the main reason why we have a team outside. If we cannot find a way to escape from within, it will fall to the outside team to arrange for help of whatever kind.
Oh man, sounds wonderful. But we can do this.
Absolutely. Any objections?
Kinda. One, prison. All right. Obviously, going to take all our belongings. How's bringing Uradak or me going to help? Like, honestly.
I
You
don't
have a
know
good
about,
point there.
I don't know about you,
Uradak,
but I have my own abilities.
for one thing. Uradak is also very knowledgeable, even in things that I'm not learned in. And that was probably going to be useful.
Hmm. And me?
In your case, the complex is supposed to be extremely large and extensive. Perhaps even with the help of the outside team, but that remains to be seen. Things could be arranged for, we might need someone with an expertise about how to destroy things effectively.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay.
I have one last idea, CA.
Mm-hmm.
Am I able to find any way to intercept his, the little robot's, what's it called? Scrying?
There's really not a way to intercept scrying, because that falls to disrupting scrying, which is of course achieved by the two spells. But well, actually, there are four spells that can disrupt scrying, all of which are unfortunately pretty high damn level.
Hmm. Don't really want to
I mean,
disrupt.
an anti-magic zone will cancel it out too, but
I don't really want to disrupt it. I just want to see what it's sending. Alrighty.
Obviously, Kaladin, I realize that you are loath to leave your woman alone for so long, but this is a sacrifice you'll have to make.
I guess the next question
Well,
is,
I'd assume I'm already on the rap sheet for Arcadia, so, huh.
I don't. Do I?
I'm pretty sure we all are on the rap sheet for Arcadia.
I'm not.
Donna kind of perks up a bit. She's like, "Well, I have a mild objection, mostly because I'm not too comfortable with the idea of being separated from my captain, where I can't protect you." Because I've already had this happen in the past before, and it did not turn out too well.
Hmm.
CA,
Mm-hmm.
am I able to tell whether or not that little hut that I saw was technically in this dimension or another one? Or this plane or another?
Scrying cannot go into different planes of existence, so you
Okay,
would
I
know that it
thought
has to
so.
be in this plane of existence.
I thought so. Wasn't sure though.
Yeah, you need greater scry in order to see it in other planes of existence.
Well, you never know whether or not that could be it.
True, but you know that Lyra cast the original scry, and she could find it that way.
True. And I don't
Well,
have
Donna.
friggin' scrying. God damn it. How do I not have a scrying spell of any type?
Well, you slept.
Apparently.
Well, Donna. I suppose you have a point. If you're not loath to the idea of being thrown into one of Acadia's, or perhaps the world's worst prisons, then sure, come along.
It'll be fun.
She
Alphonse!
she kind of nods her. She's like, "I'm not opposed to the idea at all. I've been in prison before. I understand how it works. I've just not been in a prison like that before.
I've heard nightmarish things about that jail. It'll be interesting to see how it is.
Right.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time we have to deal with hellish things, I suppose.
Oh God, please don't say that.
Are you insulting my painting again?
No, I'm talking about pit fiends.
Yeah,
This
no,
reminds
it's
me.
a joke.
I need to check something real quick.
Hmm. Okay. So it's been decided that the Rack and Flack member, the crew member, excluding Donna, will stay behind.
Well, that
And
is that is well, technically they will come with us to the Triana's estate and everything, but then afterwards they're going to basically go into hiding while we get caught. That's the idea. Just
right.
make sure we're on the same page.
All right then. I know it's a bit early, but let's end session here for today.
Oh,
Okay.
All right.
that is early.
So, let us give out experience. 300 EXP for today's session.
300.
Shit.
We're going to give 100 EXP for RP to Belcar.
That being said, short interruption, we never actually decided on what to do exactly with the ship.
You guys can essentially just leave it at a docking station and no one will probably mess with it. I can tell you that.
Alright.
So, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
How far are we from the prison place?
You're decently far at the moment.
Well, I was thinking more of how many days.
You guys have, well, I told you you were about a week and a half away. Not from
Okay.
the prison, but from Acadia itself.
Gotcha. So, are we able to make a quick stop somewhere?
If you
I mean,
want to.
that was the plan anyway.
Okay, good.
I mean, we should. I mean, unless. Damn it! Now I closed it. There we go. Okay, yeah. We should either be close to or just past the island of Atrum.
Well,
So.
I have many things to do to prepare for this.
And I'm gonna put fucking Caledon or a workshopper in a sec. I'm gonna have him make a bunch of potions.
Okay.
Oh, and something I want NPC to do, just something we don't even have to go over, CA.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like Ultras to take care of Rex.
That makes sense.
I'm probably not gonna bring her with me to the place we're going to, since as soon as we're finished, we're probably gonna get captured. So yeah, she could take care of Rex, ride him, and follows every order she say, and I'll make sure to tell him that if he understands what the fuck I say. If not, I have El Gnome help me communicate that to him.
That is a thing that can be done.
Holy shit! All right, so okay. After the bad fan fiction thing, after my first one, I finally rolled my second one. Your challenge is to write a crossover fan fiction between Code Lyoko and Helsing. The story
What?
should. I don't know how I do this. The story should use drug abuse as a plot device.
Everybody's
Forehead.
high.
Foreheads.
So, I have extensive plans that I need to make for this next session. I need
I
to
figured.
get myself a $5,000 chest.
Is it the one of anti-scrying?
No, sir. I need a secret chest.
Oh. This is
And
the good kind.
I also need to create myself a spare spell book.
To be fair, the plan is, and we even have the money to the side already for your blessed book. Keeping that in mind.
This makes me laugh. Your challenge is to write a crossover fanfiction combining the Bible and Kirby. The story should use.
Obviously, Kirby is the beast.
All right,
It makes a lot of sense, really.
I'm just gonna stop the stream here real quick,
Yeah,
guys.
please do.
All right, that's enough of that for the night.